elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who are mainly today you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also the Israelite fathers that look like the heathen nations, but your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as well. To you all, I say shalom, and we're just going to go into prophecy, go into the scriptures, bring out things that people don't really understand. Like a lot of you people that's in the truth, supposed to be in the truth, you know that you're Israelite, you're still holding on to that 400-year prophecy, that was spoken of in Genesis about Abraham's seed. And you thinking that's talking about America. That's not talking about America. That's talking about ancient Egypt. So there's a 350-year prophecy that's spoken about of our captivity in America. Okay? So we're going to touch on that as well, but we're going to start out with Revelations 11 and 1.
Fine. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise, and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein.
So yeah, we was given the truth, and the angel was pretty much telling John the Revelator to measure, meaning teach. All right, I'll read that again.
Con. It says, and there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise, and measure the temple of the Most High.
Rise and measure the temple means stand up and teach my people. All right, the temple are you Israelites. Okay, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. If you outside of the temple, you profane. You outside of the temple, meaning you a heathen. All right, so you heathens, this truth is not for you because there's no salvation for you. The salvation is for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Israelites. Okay, continue on.
I got a quick precept.
Okay, you got it.
This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own?
Yep, the water. Yeah, your temple is your body. All right. So if you putting things in your body that don't supposed to be in there, you destroying your temple.
Yep.
All right. Smoking, eating junk food all day. Just treating your body like it's nothing. Mm-hmm. This is your health. In a minute, we're gonna need to be in the most healthiest state because we have to endure going into Jacob's trouble. So you want to make sure your health is on point. Get into the herbs, eat better, pray, fast. These are things that helps the temple physically, but overall, it's a spiritual healing that we need. Okay.
This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 1. And it reads, Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for the Lord hath created him. Since the brother was talking about healing and staying in good health, I'm just bringing that, just a reminder that, ultimately the Lord is the physician, okay? But then he gave us certain tools, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We here today, and we got to utilize those tools to the best of our ability to uphold our temple, because we understand we're in the chains of darkness that brings forth death and anything that comes with it. Out here in the elements, brother have mental infirmities, physical infirmities. That makes sense too. Just to land back off of you.
Yep. You can actually, if you're in a bad spot spiritually, it can affect you physically. And I know that from experience. Like if your spirit is tainted and you got demons on you, it could affect you. It could affect your health physically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that spiritual healing as well as physical healing is on point. It's 100%. We need Yahweh Shem Yahushua for both.
Yep. Verse 2, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the King.
Yep.
Basically giving thanks always. You know, and that's what we're going to actually be witnesses of, and that's the times that we're going into as far as healing. You know, when miracles being manifested right in front of brothers, I mean, we got no choice but to give thanks to Yahweh Shema Shah.
Right.
We give thanks to Yahweh Shema Shah now. You know, just
for waking up.
Yeah.
You wake up and you're not sick. Hey man, the Lord spared you. You know how many people didn't wake up? All right. How many people woke up sick? Yeah, give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah. Be thankful for everything, man. Okay. You go back to Revelation 11.
Verse 2, Revelation 11 and 2. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Yep. Okay, so of course it's a lot in that particular scripture. Read that first part.
It says, but the court which is without the temple leave out.
The court that is without the temple are the Gentiles that it says. Those are the heathen Gentiles. Not because you have heathen Gentiles and you have Israelite Gentiles. That's what people don't understand. They see salvation for Gentiles. They like, oh, see, even a white man can make it. No, it's not what it's talking about. It's talking about these people that basically you're an American citizen. We're American citizens, but we know that we're Israelites. These are American citizens that don't know that they're Israelites, or Jamaicans, or Cubans, or Colombians, or Brazilians. You know, all of those are Gentiles because they have a Gentile state of mind. You have to understand who you are, then you become a Hebrew Israelite, understanding who you are. Now you are an Israelite, but you were a Gentile. Basically, Gentile just means alien or foreigner. All right, so you can still be a foreigner from a land, but still have the bloodline of that nationality. Okay, but yeah, so this particular Gentile is talking about these heathens. This truth is not for them. We're not gonna. It says measure not. We're not gonna teach them. It's not for them. I mean, we can teach them. We can tell them what the Lord has planned in the future, the near future, which is captivity, slavery for you heathens, and at the end of your world. Other than that, there's really nothing good coming out of this Bible as far as for you heathens. Continue on in that same verse.
I got a quick one.
Come on, you got it.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 2. Ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as you were led.
Yep.
Just going into the point that there's two different type of Gentiles. You know, you got actual, heathen Gentiles, that are naturally not of the nation of Israel. Then you got the nation of Israel that don't know that they're Israelites. That's also a form of a Gentile, in this scripture in particular,
Yeah.
I'll go back though.
The water first.
Back in Revelation 11 and verse 2, but the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Okay, so we already established what Gentiles is talking about. So, and it said they shall tread underfoot 42 months. So if you break down 42 months into 12, it comes out to like 3.5. And that 3.5, I think it's like 3.48 or something like that. But yeah, that 3.5 is not. It's talking about. It basically goes into 350 years. Because it's going to keep talking about it. It's going to say 3 days and a half. And then when you go into Daniel's 12, it's going to talk about a times, and a dividing of times. Same thing, 350 years. Also talks about it in Revelations 12. So it's all throughout the scriptures where it talks about Salaki. I said Daniel's 12. I meant to say Daniel 7. So yeah, it talks about it all through the scriptures. We weren't here. We've been here 400 years. Yeah, of course. But actually, without the truth, from 1619 to 1969, when the truth came out, that's that 350-year prophecy. So after that, the truth came to Abba Bivens, and then after that, more and more breakdowns came in through water. You know, and then the truth was established after that. That's when Jake started to wake up. All right. Now before that, there was a time when you know, mostly Judah, you so-called Negroes, you knew that you were Israelites, but the full truth wasn't out there. The Northern Kingdom, they didn't know who they were. They did now. I mean, after that, because the 12 tribe chart was established. Okay, continue on.
Verse 3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,203 score days, clothed in sackcloth.
That's what you say. That's real. Judah was pressed together. Yeah, so that's talking about the 2 witnesses is the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. All right, so the Southern Kingdom, you so-called Negroes, and then you Native Americans and so-called Hispanics. You know, you're the Northern Kingdom. So those are the 2 witnesses. It says they prophesied. Has it said that yet?
Yeah, it says, and they shall prophesy 1,203 score days, clothed in sackcloth.
All right, and that's the same thing as 42 months.
Yep.
Same thing as 42 months. So that's the same as the 350 year.
Yep.
Now, when you break it down, it's basically 3.5 years. But like I said, it's not talking about 3.5 years. It's 350 years. You got to understand how the Lord deals with numbers. Just like the number 10 could be completion. The number 7 is completion. All right?
Yep.
So the Lord deals with numbers in certain ways where only the elect is going to get it.
And time.
He revealing his secrets to the prophets.
If I could say too, when it says they shall prophesy, that's basically going into, you know, the nation of Israel being in captivity, because they were playing out that prophecy of Deuteronomy 28.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep, the water.
God. Verse 4, these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the power of the earth.
Yep, the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom.
And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies.
Yep. And that's talking about this truth coming out.
Yep.
You know, this truth is burning these heathens up, man. You know, they may walk past and laugh and smile, but they hurting on the inside. They crying. They losing sleep at night seeing us out here.
Hearing that the kingdom of heaven is not for you.
Yeah.
That you go basically we're gonna be immortal, and you're just gonna keep the same mortal clothing on.
Yep.
There's no upgrade for you.
Your upgrade is gonna be finally being able to live in peace. You know, with us being in rulership. That's the only upgrade you heathens are gonna get. You're gonna be more. You don't have this devil out to poison your air and your food. But on the other hand, you're gonna get your ass whooped if you're out of hand. You know, that's just how the Lord gonna set the Israelites up over the earth. Your nation's gonna have to obey and be in order. Continue on.
It says, and devoureth their enemies, and if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed.
Yep.
These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy.
Now this is going into the ancient prophets. All right, shutting up heaven so it didn't rain. Continue on.
And have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will.
Who was that? That was
Moses.
No, but that was Moses. But what was that? Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
that stopped it from raining.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna go into I think Elijah making fire coming down. Yeah, continue on.
It says, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them.
Yep.
And
when they finish their testimony, meaning when we finally come out of this captivity, which we still in captivity, you know. But to read that again.
It says, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them.
Okay, so the beast is NATO in the EU, and the bottomless pit is Europe. All right, so that beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit, of course, that's what NATO was established. You know, that's where Esau, all his kingdoms are, and he just, you know, came over to the Americas to pretty much just carry out further prophecy of punishing the Israelites. But they came from over there in Europe.
I got a quick one for you. Where is that in Luke? Is it Luke 24 where it talks about until the Gentiles
21
has been fulfilled? This is
I wanted to say it was Joshua had the sun up. I don't think it was rain. The sun stayed still for him.
Oh yeah. The sun stays.
Who stopped the rain?
That's not coming to me right now.
Yeah.
But Joshua stopped, or the Lord stopped the
that's
sun
true, that's
in the book of Joshua.
Yeah, well, correction, Slaki, that was, you know, correction.
It was Elijah.
Elijah. Okay, the water.
You want that until the Gentiles has been fulfilled?
Okay.
This is still looking. Oh, Luke 21 and verse 24. And this is Yahushua speaking. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword. They shall be led away captive until all nations, the southern and northern kingdom, as the brother was going into. It says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Yep. So that's talking about that same period, that 350 years where we was trodden under the Gentiles. We weren't just under, all these nations had us in captivity, okay? So when the deliverance come, the Lord is gonna come through all of these different nations. All our people, we're scattered throughout everywhere. You got Israelites over in China, Japan, Africa, Europe, but mainly it's North America and South America. But yeah, once that time is fulfilled, hey, that's when the truth gonna start being established, gonna come out, and then after that, all we gotta do is wait for salvation and endure. Okay, yeah, that was it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we pretty much still on the foot of these Gentiles, man. We still got to go to our enemies for the one of all things. We still using their money, their credit system. You know, so we still up under as long as we up under Esau's rulership, we these Gentiles still got us on the foot. Moab come over here, Elam. We gotta buy their food, shop at their stores. But that's coming to an end.
Got another one for you.
Okay,
It's Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, were oppressed together.
Yep.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Yep.
So simply said, right there, said Israel and Judah were oppressed together. Everybody know in the scriptures the only people that was oppressed consistently is the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. So what they tell you with these other people, man, these other nations? We are the Hebrew Israelites. We are God's chosen people. You know?
Was oppressed together. So you so-called Hispanics, you're not no better than us. All right, you Gadites, you're not better than Judah. You know, so-called Negroes. We got all the tribes like looking down on each other. And then you got who is that? I think it's is it Cuba that don't like Mexicans? Something stupid like that.
Cubans.
They all
Yeah.
don't like each other in South America.
It's just a lot of beefing with the tribes, but the Lord gonna put the spirit on the tribes to come back together.
Right.
Man, that's gonna be a major power. Just think if we was to do that now. Esau would lose it. He'll lose his damn mind. He has to keep putting this shit out to keep us separated. Because if we came together, that's his ass. But now, you know, that's why we out here to put the truth out there, and because it's all the tribes, it's people in that area in that particular country that know who they are. All right, you got people all over South America that's teaching this truth, as well as other countries overseas. So all the tribes got somebody telling them who's who. So in a minute, ain't gonna be no excuse. Either you're gonna accept it and receive salvation, possibly, or you're gonna reject it and get destroyed when the Lord comes. You got is that it?
Oh, got one more. Verse 34. And it reads, the Redeemer is strong. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that they may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitations of Babylon.
Yep.
So the Lord's not letting off the gas at all when it comes to our enemies. And it says their Redeemer is strong. And I'm just showing on camera. But if you peep right here for this word Redeemer, it's capitalized. You see that? It's capitalized. So this is talking about Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
And he is strong.
That a carnal person may read that and be like, oh, he gonna come back with muscles, you have a sword, and you have no idea what that word strong means, man. We really don't know, have no idea how much strength the Lord has.
I got another one for you. This is Isaiah 47, verse 3. It's backing up the brother point. It says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Now his image, his physical image, you know, he's gonna be a pretty, you know, athletic, tight muscles and strong built individual, but he's gonna come in a spiritual form to destroy you people with spiritual powers. That's a whole different level of strength, man. That's a whole different. As a matter of fact, that movie Brightburn, even though that little boy was, you know, small and skinny and scrawny, he was able to do all kind of shit. He pulled the plane from out of the sky.
Dropped his mother and father.
Yeah, that movie, man, that make me want to watch it again thinking about it.
Yep.
Hey, that's gonna be us one day, Lord's willing.
Yep.
But Yahweh Shah already got that strength and then something way better than that. So yeah, strong, the Redeemer is strong. That's like an understatement. You got some more?
That was it. That was
Okay,
it.
come on.
Actually,
So yeah, you know, when our Lord return, not only is he gonna return with vengeance, he's gonna have salvation, and he's gonna have that reward, and that reward is gonna be spiritual powers and everlasting life to the elect, to the 144,000, and then spiritual powers to the elect. All right, you go back to Revelations 11.
What verse was that?
Verse 5, I believe.
Jesus have power to shut heaven. We read that one already. Verse 7. No, yeah, verse 8.
Come, verse 8.
Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt,
Okay.
where also our Lord was crucified.
All right, now that you know, it says the dead bodies. I mean, we're dead because we don't know who we are. We're dead because the so-called white man Esau Edom has beat our heritage out of us. All right, we're dead because we're in captivity. we're not speaking the ancient language. You know, we didn't have the name of all power. We was dead. But now the Lord has put that, and when you read Ezekiel 37, the Lord put that the valley of dry bones, that was us. And there's still most of our people out here just walking around with no clue. Have no clue what we're talking about. This truth is providing you with skin on your bones and flesh, blood. And then after that, the breath of life. Now you living, now you alive. But previously we was dead bodies. And then it says lie in the streets of that city, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, I ain't even really got to break that down. What is America known for? Captivity, which is Egypt, a bondage, and we don't really go into Sodom. That's a no-brainer.
Yep.
You can look around. You look too hard, you gonna see some sodomitish activity out here.
Yep.
This wicked ass place. All right, so yeah, that's where all people are dead at, in a dead state. Continue on.
Yep. Revelation 11 and 9.
No, I was gonna say where our Lord was crucified.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Continuing on in verse 8, it says, where also our Lord was crucified.
Yep, and that word crucified, it goes into taken out. Our Lord was taken away from us. So even when we, after 70 AD, when we had to flee Jerusalem, and the scriptures say flee into the mountains when you read Matthew 24, because Matthew 24 kind of goes into the end time, and it goes into 70 AD at the same time. But that particular part, when 70 AD came and we had to flee to the mountains, our people went to Europe, went to the mountains of North Africa, mostly. The Northern Kingdom was already over here. It talks about that in 2nd Ezra 13. All right, but pretty much, you know, we had the Lord's name even when we had to flee from our Holy Land. It's just when we came over to America, we couldn't speak all. We had to speak English. Even the Northern Kingdom down in South America, they had to learn Spanish and Portuguese and French, because those are the nations, the Edomite nations that conquered us. We had to speak his language and learn his culture. Continue on. But yeah, that's what it talks about, where the Lord was crucified. Our Lord's name was taken away from us.
Yep. Revelation 11 and 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
All right, so now it went from 48 days to 40. What was it?
42 months.
42 months. Yeah, Salaki.
Yeah,
42 months. All right, and then it's talking about 3.5 days. That's still talking about 350 years. Like I said, the Lord only revealed these breakdowns to the prophets.
Yeah.
But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, when it goes to the days, it's 1,203 score days.
Yep. Come. All right, so yeah, that's still talking about that same period. And read that again, Bob. Sure.
Revelation 11 and 10, or no, and 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Yep. So yeah, we was just out here just clueless. All we know of is that we slaves up under these heathens. That's all we knew. All right. They didn't want to tell us who we was. They didn't want us to get our life back. They want us to continue to be in a dead state. All right, continuing on.
Yep. Revelation 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
Yep. Those prophecies tormented the northern and southern kingdom. That's what it's talking about. And they gave gifts. They was trading us. You know, trading us for And what was Joel 2 talks about how they gave a wine for a girl, and the boy was a harlot. Yeah, these nations had fun with us, man. We had to build up their lands, build up their accounts, their money, their economy.
Yep.
America wouldn't be what it is without the captivity of Israel.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, that's why these heathens rejoicing over us. Precept. Yeah.
Zechariah 11 and verse 4.
I'm gonna step down after this.
It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Yeah, you gotta have a weird level of pride to basically take a human being, have your way with them, and then be thankful for it. Like you gotta be on some your spirit gotta be on some other shit, man. For real. That's inhumane what Esau did to us. Read that again, Baba Shaw.
Zechariah 11 and verse 5. "Whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Yep, blessed be the Lord, say I am rich. And that's the mind of America. You know, because they talking about if it was this guy, they had a video on TikTok saying that if all so-called black people went back to Africa, and you know, Mexicans went to Mexico and all of that, how the state of America, everybody was talking about how America wouldn't last. It wouldn't last. I'm thinking if we did go back, they'll follow us.
Yes.
What happened when we left out of Egypt? Pharaoh came and tried and followed behind us.
Yeah.
They would be right there.
They'll be right there trying to catch our ass again, or either
Where you going?
live with us and take over all new land that we get into. Man, you can't trust this devil for nothing. We're gonna let you go and send you back over to, you know, West Africa, and you know, no, you're gonna do the same shit you doing to Iran right now. Come over, conquer, steal the resources, and bomb the shit out of us.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just the spirit of Esau Edom.
Yep.
So I'm gonna step down and let the next brother teach you.
I'll be careful before you go.
Brother, set the line up.
Oh yeah, cool. I forgot who's. Yeah, you can. Yeah, when we get on camera.
This is Isaiah 47. Oh, sure.
One of my favorite chapters.
Oh, 47?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
Hey, so we're just gonna continue on in the same spirit, you know, the spirit of prophecy. You know, Brother Shalimar was going into Revelation chapter 11, you know, and it was talking about the two witnesses, which is the southern and northern kingdom, and how we were, you know, eventually conquered by these heathens, and we've been here for this certain amount of time in our lowest state, but now we've awakened. All right, now we understand that the Lord is about to bring a judgment on these heathens, and he's gonna eventually have mercy on his people. So you got it, bro.
Con. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
All right, and so this is talking about the daughter of Babylon, which is different from, you know, Neo-Babylon or the Tower of Babel. This is an end-time kingdom, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, you can also read about it in Revelation 17, Revelation 18, Jeremiah 49, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. So there's a third Babylon, the Babylon the Great, that will be the end-time kingdom that, you know, the Lord will come back himself to destroy. And that is America. All right, the 50 United States of America is the Babylon the Great of the Bible. All right, and so as it said here in verse 1, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because this place was seen as the pinnacle of all, kingdoms, and now it's being revealed that this is just a big wicked mess. Yep. You got it.
This book of Psalms 137 and verse 8. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Yep. And that, again, that's talking about Babylon the Great. That's a future prophecy. All right. And we know when the Israelites left the first Babylon, that we didn't take the Babylonians captive. So that's what lets you know that these prophecies speaking of Babylon the Great, that hasn't happened yet. Okay. Or even it says, thou shalt take thy little ones and dash them in the stone. That didn't happen back then. We went into captivity right underneath the Persians after we left Babylon. But we never took them as slaves and, executed judgment on the Babylonians. See? Is that it on there?
I got some, just Daniel 5 to back up your point.
You got it.
That the kingdom was translated in Daniel. There's a hand that appeared on the wall, wrote many tickle Upharsin, and the kingdom was translated over pretty, not peaceably, but it wasn't a great battle or anything that happened. But Daniel 5 and verse 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written, and this is the writing that was written. Many tickle Upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, the Most High hath numbered thy kingdom and finished it. To call, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck and made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Verse 30, and the point, in that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldeans, slain, and Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
Yeah. So there's a difference between the judgment of Neo-Babylon and the judgment of Babylon the Great. All right, Babylon the Great is going to be utterly destroyed, all right, and never inhabited again. All right? So, yeah, you got it, bro.
God. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg.
Yeah.
Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Yeah, so it said make bare the leg. All right, so this place is being revealed. And as we know, Babylon the Great is ran by Esau. So they're pretty much, their judgments are synonymous. That's why when you read in Jeremiah 49 and Jeremiah 50, it says that the least of the flock shall draw them out. But one of them is talking about Edom, the other one says Babylon.
Yeah.
But that lets you know that their judgments are synonymous. Edom, because Edom runs Babylon. Edom is the nation of people. Babylon is the kingdom. And within Babylon, you have Edom, a nation ruling over Israel, another nation of people. You see? So this place is being revealed, and synonymously with that is Esau, the so-called white race, beginning with the elite banking families.
Appreciate it for you.
You got it.
And we just read this Psalms 137, but I read verses 8 and 9. But if you jump up to verse 7, just one verse above, it says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof." And then it says, "O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us."
Yeah. So, hey, that's going precept upon precept. And, putting the scriptures together like a puzzle, and that's how we're able to identify these different nations and kingdoms on the earth today, through prophecy. All right? Prophecy nails it down every time. So, you got a lot of people in denial of who Esau is. You're in denial of the fact that America is Babylon the Great. But hey, you can't get out the truth. Yep.
If I may.
You got it.
This is just a land back off the bro's point. Joel 3:19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. And you know, the brother Shalamah, when he was speaking, he was going into Revelation 11, which was speaking about spiritual Sodom in Egypt. And Joel 3:19 is linking Egypt in end time prophecy with Edom. So like the brother is saying, Egypt, Babylon, Edom, he's synonymous with the judgments associated to these kingdoms.
Boom. Yeah. You got it, bro.
And then just to keep going with the point, back to Isaiah 47:2, it says, make bare the leg, pass over the rivers. It's talking about the exposure of Edom. And so it's also there it's talking about the exposure of Babylon.
Yeah.
But throughout the book, you also see the exposure of Edom or Esau as well, because they're both linked, their judgments go together, they're both being exposed. So this is Obadiah 1 and 6, which this whole book is to Edom. But it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And that goes perfectly with Isaiah 47.
Yep. We know according to prophecy that there will be a nation of people revealed. Okay? And then also to go along with that, Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So, you know, the wicked is being revealed, just like Bible prophecy said was going to happen. All right, and what also 2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
Yeah.
You know, that lets you know that in the end times, a wicked or the wicked would be revealed. Okay, and that's talking about Esau, Edom.
Yeah, like,
all right.
Something I could say, like the scriptures in 2 Thessalonians talks about the son of perdition, destruction. Who else is putting up all these data centers,
Right.
draining the earth of water, draining the earth of resources, and then who wants to put a radio frequency identification chip into you? No other than Esau.
Yep. Yeah.
And for you people that say Esau it doesn't exist anymore, well, the scripture said Esau is the end of the world, so he has to fit in with end time prophecy.
Boom. Yeah, you can't get out of prophecy, man. You can't get out of prophecy. Isaiah 63, you know, lets you know that the Lord returns to a world ruled by Edom.
Yeah.
So you want to come against the Apocrypha? Okay, well, explain Isaiah 63. Esau is the end of the world. Or Lamentations 4, you know, 20 and 21.
Yeah, well, these scholars that know about the Bible, they know that the Apocrypha is part of the 1611 King James Bible.
Yeah.
That's just ABCs of the Bible, man.
Yep. You got it, bro.
Continuing on in Isaiah 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yep.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah, so the nakedness is being uncovered. You know, the white man, where everybody is seeing him for who he is. You know, just like the Wizard of Oz analogy, when you get to the end and you see the man behind the curtain, it's just this frail, weak-ass nigga, Esau. You know, he's been able to use whiteness, which the Lord gave him that covering. You know, that mark, the mark that was put on Cain, it translated to Esau. And, you know, even though it's a curse, leprosy is a curse, he was able to kind of flip it and turn it into something called whiteness. And the Lord allowed that to prosper for its period of time, while Esau was in his blessing. But now that Esau's blessing is over, okay, Esau is the end of the world, he's being revealed. So whiteness is being stripped from him. And he's trying to run away from his true identity, which is Edom, which Edom literally means red in Hebrew. Okay, so who are the red people? You know, blood shows through their skin. Who are the red people? Who fits those prophecies? Who is ruling the world? Who's red? And who's the best with weaponry? You got 3 indicators right there. Yep.
We got the fatness of the earth. You know, Like you go in, even in this city, you go into these upper echelon areas, Johns Creek, Alpharetta, who lives there? Edomites, namely Amalek, man. You know, everywhere you go, they got these lust places. You know, that goes to show you who Esau is too.
Yeah.
Even you go to other countries and you look, especially you go in these different Jake Islands and countries where there's all these tourists and like tourist resorts set up. It's Esau in the tourist resorts and in these great spots, and then Jake is relegated to the inner parts of the island, no beach access or anything like that. You see, it's Esau everywhere. You go over to India where Elam is. Esau's got nice spots set up there with Elamites serving them everywhere, and people have known this for years. It's there.
Yep. It's beautiful that it's coming more to the forefront. You know, you can't get out of it anymore. For the longest, he's been able to use his media to shift the blame on niggas in the hood. You know, he can shift the blame on the Somalians or whoever he wants to point the finger at. But now he's run out of room to run. Everybody knows that you're the one who runs the world. Okay, if you run the world, you're the problem. Proverbs 21 and when the righteous are in authority, the people mourn. Or when the righteous are in authority,
they're ruled, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Boom. The water. That's a clear indicator right there. Yeah. You run the world. You can't get out of that simple fact. You run the world.
And then he wants to blame the people on the chart for the gangs. Well, he's the one that infiltrated the Crips, the Bloods. Yeah. He's the one that gave you gangster rap. He's the one that gave you feminism, that took the father out the home. So he's the main source. He's the original guy who did all this nefarious work, man. Yep. So you can't blame a few niggas off the block. And what happened with World War I and World War II? That's white on white crime. That's more than Pookie and Ray Ray getting shot on the block.
Right. Or these big pharmaceutical companies. You know, insurance, medical insurance. That's just fraud. That's robbery. That's robbery and fraud in plain sight. But you know, you get away with it because you got the control of the media. You have the power of the earth. So you get away, every stereotype that's on Jake, you get away with it and you do it on a worldwide level. But hey, you're building your tab. And as we're going to get into in Isaiah 47, you're just building up the tab for the Lord to get you. You got it, bro.
This is Micah 2 and verse 3, because you mentioned how they've been able to get out of everything and kind of talk themselves out of it. But Micah 2 and 3 says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil." Yeah, and just to preface this was talking about the Southern Kingdom back in the day, but these Edomites took this book, they put it on themselves, and this is talking about them now. And you go up, it talks about how they covet fields taken by violence. These are covetous people, but the Lord's been just waiting for their sins to stack up all the way to heaven, and he's got the ultimate judgment waiting for them. Right. And even though they have the gift of gab, their words are smoother than butter, and they've been able to get away from judgment for the longest, they're not going to be able to this time. This is tailor-made, custom-made for them. They're gonna go down, and you know the book tells us.
Yep. Esau is like a slippery serpent, you know, and every time you try to catch him, he just slip out. But Yahweh Shai got some special tongs that's gonna grab his ass, and you ain't getting out, you know.
Right. Cut that head off. Stomp that head.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yep. You got it, bro.
I would say he gonna fall in that snare. But I want because you said that you talking about how he do all these things and then he blame us, you know. And brother, I know I was speaking on it too, but yeah, he'll put all these things out. Like he'll put drugs in our neighborhood. And he'll say, look at them. They're a bunch of drug dealers and crackheads. Put alcohol and all through the neighborhood, liquor stores everywhere. Like they're a bunch of drunks. You know, they'll put us the worst school systems in our neighborhood. Give us the worst books to study his philosophy, and then be like, they're a bunch of idiots that don't know nothing. You know, but you're the one doing it to us.
Yeah.
And then want to look at us like we're the evil ones.
Yeah.
But this is Ezekiel 36:3. It says, therefore, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord power, because they have made you desolate and swallow you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen. And ye are taken up in the lips of talkers and are an infamy of the people. So yeah, they talk together, you know, they get together on these things. And how do before these Hamites come over here, how do they know not to, you know, deal with so-called African Americans? You know, before Moab, Chinese come over here, how do they know to look down on us? Because Esau teaching that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got it.
And that Psalms 83 is the Confederacy.
Yep.
You know, but it's all good. We in the Lord's movie. You know, at the end of the day, man, if you Edomites, you're fucked. That's just is what it is. You know, even though you have the control of the narrative in the media, it may make you feel comfortable, but at the end of the day, the truth is in the scriptures.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Con. This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Yep. That's Yahweh Shai. He's our Redeemer. You know? We're not gonna get out of this situation until he returns to get us out. You know, literally. And so that should be your worst fear. You know, you should be terrified. You should be afraid. Be very, very afraid for you heathens. Be very afraid. Like, you know, people, I think it was a trend going on where people were trying to say like the Israelites, like the Vulturemites from
Viltrumites from Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be afraid, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the throne of David is about to be reestablished. You know?
Jeremiah 50. Actually, I'm going to jump up to 33, but the point's in 34. But Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And this came out earlier. And it says, and all that took them captive held them fast. They refused to let them go. And here's the point. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name.
Yep.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Boom. Yep. And the brother was speaking on that earlier, how, you know, we're still in captivity. And if we try to leave, they'll follow us.
All right.
You know? But they got the control of the media, and they have the control of a lot of our people's minds, to where a lot of our people think, you know, being in close proximity to the so-called white man is a good thing. When really, no, you're above Esau. But they have our people's minds, and they think that, you know, being white is right. White is right, you know?
Right.
Can I make a point?
You got it.
It said our Redeemer. When you go into Deuteronomy 28 and 68, talks about no man shall redeem you.
Yep.
All power is not coming back as a man. He's coming back as
Angelic force.
some that people can't explain, they
Yeah.
don't know about. You know, so they really don't understand what they're about to run into.
Yep.
For somebody to not have to make a move and basically can destroy thousands and thousands of people, you know, soldiers with all type of military weapons and just wipe out everything. Man, that's beyond strength, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But they say truth stranger than fiction. Yep. The truth of this reality is stranger than any fiction you've ever seen in any movie. You know? And yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got something to back up your point and Shalom's point. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 18 in the GNT. It says, and yet the Lord is waiting to be merciful to you. He is ready to take pity on you because he always does what is right. Happy are those that put their trust in the Lord. You know?
Yep, you got it, bro.
So we're looking for something otherworldly to save us out of this captivity.
Yeah.
I think what was that dude named Yaki Awaken? He said, I don't believe nobody's cracking the sky and coming to save us. Well, that's what we believe.
Yeah.
And we know that Yahweh Shai is coming back, cracking them clouds and beaming us up in a so-called UFO. That's what we're fully putting our trust in. And the scriptures say, blessed are those that wait on the Lord. I think Psalms 27 says that. Wait on the Lord. So that's what we're doing, man. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you either get with the plan or you're gonna get fried.
Yep. And we don't expect reparations from you heathens, man. We don't expect nothing from you. The scriptures say that the saints shall take the kingdom. All right, we're gonna take it, yeah, by force. Fuck you. How about that? You got it, bro.
I've got that word redeemer because that was a great point Shalomah brought out. But it's Strong's H 1350 Ga'al, which is to redeem, to act as kinsman redeemer. Avenge, revenge, ransom, do the part of a kinsman. And you go into that Deuteronomy 28:68 where it talks about no man shall buy you. That word is, when you go into that word, it's redeemed. Because we're all waiting for our Lord, for Yahweh Shai to come back and act as that kinsman redeemer and buy us back, to redeem us out of this situation that we're in and put down the heathen, put this world back into order. We're waiting for the avenge, for him to avenge us.
And see, that's pretty simple for anybody who's actually read the Bible. They know that, but it's just the majority of this world is in denial. They don't want the Israelites to rule this world.
And one last little point,
You got it.
kinsman redeemer, because it's for the Israelites. It's our kinsman that's coming back. And so like saying everybody can make it, it's not their kinsman. He's not coming to redeem them. He's really coming to bring change for them. But you know, folks are blinded, can't see it.
So, Psalms 2 said, why do the heathen rage? They don't want the Israelites to rule this world. You know? And even the majority of our own people. So us as the elect, we're pretty much telling the whole world, fuck you. We're pretty much telling the whole world that. And guess what? If the Lord be on our side, it is what it is.
It could be against us. Yeah.
The Lamentations 4. Everybody has to see how that goes.
You got it, Yashima.
I just wanted to back up what the brothers are going into. When you go into that word redeem, that's re means again and deem means to buy. Yahweh Shai is coming back with a receipt. All right. Who did he purchase? The so-called blacks, natives, and Hispanics. These other nations are not on that receipt, man. You cannot go into a store and say I bought a big screen TV when you only bought a pack of Snickers, man. These other nations are those Snickers that are not on that receipt, man. You cannot be bought back from something that you were never paid for to begin with, man.
And really, we see what the world is trying to. They're trying to make the Bible not about the Israelites, which that's crazy word. You can't do that. The Bible is literally about the rise, fall, and redemption of the Israelites.
Yeah, that's that supersessionism, aka replacement theology, where they replace the Israelites with the Christian church. So all these people walking around thinking other heathens can get saved, they've been blinded by the philosophy of the supersessionism.
Yep.
I got some.
Yeah, you got it.
And like the bro said, the Bible is plain. And the scriptures tell you who the Savior came for, who the Messiah came for. This is Galatians 4:4. It says, but when the fullness of time was come, the Most High sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. So the Lord, the Heavenly Father sent Yahweh Shai for those that were under the law. It's only one nation of people that's on that receipt, like the bro said, that's under the law. That's plain.
Very plain.
You got it, bro. Then we'll hop next to Isaiah.
Just to back up the point Yashima just brought out, saying, who did he purchase? Who did the Lord purchase? It tells us right here in Exodus 15, right after the Lord had just delivered us out of the hands of Pharaoh and the Egyptians. It tells us right here within Moses' song, where he's saying, Yahweh is a man of war, Yahweh is his name. You go down to verse 16. I really want to go up to 15, but I'll get to the point. At 16, it said, all right, I will then.
Go to verse 16.
All right, Exodus 15 and 15, because Moses was prophesying as well. But it says, then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall be as still as stone, till thy people pass over, O Lord, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, people try to do away with the main narrative of the Bible. The main narrative throughout the scriptures is a certain people that the Lord chose, that he is basically guiding through this earth and defending from the other nations. And that's been the clear narrative of the whole Bible. But then, you know, these Christians, you know, and these people with the mainstream platforms try to make it seem like that's not what the Bible is about.
Right.
You know? Okay.
It's about love, brother.
Yeah, God is love. Okay.
And there's more proof. There's more accurate points and proof that the Bible is about the Israelites, for the Israelites, speaking about the Israelites, than it is for the heathen.
Yeah.
It mentions the heathen in particular instances, and Gentiles, which are the same thing depending on the context, in particular instances. And we have to understand too, the Bible was written over nearly 1600 years, so there's a historical context to the Bible.
Right.
Historically, the Israelites lost their homeland, they were scattered, so their culture, their laws, they had to lose that at some point. So when you go into the scattered, the diaspora that's mentioned in the Greek, when you go into the Gentiles in the New Testament, that's talking about the Israelites who lost their culture, right? Being bought back, being redeemed, because not the scripture all talks about the Yahushua bought them with his blood.
Right.
You were bought. It says you were bought with a price.
Right.
That's talking about the Israelites were being brought back to the Israel, to the as what scripture says, the Commonwealth of Israel. Meaning now the Israelites can be a nation again. The only time the nations and the heathen are mentioned, especially in prophecy, is they're going into captivity or they're being punished by the Most High. Or they were used to punish Israel, and then the Lord's going to turn it back on them. Because it's too many people running their mouths instead of actually reading the Bible. And the people that study the Bible, they tell you what they want you to hear, and they skip and they omit over the truth. You know, what the brothers are saying, you know, is 100% correct.
Obvious. They try to do away with obvious truths, like the kingdom of heaven being on the earth. That automatically means America is not going to be here forever.
That's right.
So how are you a Christian, but you're saying God bless America? That's ass backwards. That it doesn't make any sense.
You look at their doctrine, every bit of it. It's all to go against the truth. They got their virgin birth. That's to make it seem like the Lord didn't come from a seed line. Basically. Oh yeah, you didn't come from a seed line. It's through the Lord, through God. He put them in there, and it's like, no, that's adultery. If that happened, the Lord's not going to do that. Virgin birth doesn't make any sense. So they try to pick that up. They try to do the Trinity with the same stuff.
How is he the son of David?
Yeah.
How is he the son of David?
But
if he didn't come from a physical human being, man, that is a family member of David. So either he's the son of David, physically to sit on that throne, right? Or it's like Christians are stupid.
Says he's the root and stem of Jesse. He's
Right.
out of the tribe of Judah, sprung forth out of the tribe of Judah.
Oh yeah, spiritually, because the spirit came in the flesh and the body through the sperm of a man. Which was a sperm seed of David.
He's all the
Not no immaculate conception.
Yeah, we actually gonna try that because I'm gonna visit some time. Just
That's a fantasy and comic.
I guess.
But yeah, it's all to go into their universal salvation. So that the Lord seems like he's got no seed line that he comes from, no nation that he comes from, and that everybody can be saved. It's all It's all just fantasy.
Yeah.
It's Esau's fantasy version of the scriptures where the Lord loves him and where he could be saved.
Right.
Ain't
Because
happening.
his ass got rejected.
Yeah.
Right. I got a precept. This is St. Matthew 22:30. For in the resurrection they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of the Most High in heaven. So the scriptures talk about we don't believe in cunningly devised fables, man. Angels can't produce sperm and have sex, and like you said, that would be adultery if an angel impregnated Mary, man. You know, and people walking around these streets still believe in that, especially the people on our chart. And when we break it down, hey, you gotta, what comes with the Holy Spirit is common sense too. I mean, when we get the Holy Spirit, man, we get a sense of common sense. There's no way when you look precept upon precept that angels can't have sex.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of the things that you grew up in Christianity hearing, you know, it's really because you just grew up hearing it. You're like, oh yeah, well,
Right.
like thinking the serpent was an actual snake. Like that's come on now. Yeah, you got a shot.
I got because you know they'll say that Mary was inseminated by a spirit, but the scripture say it was flesh. This is Romans 1:3. It says concerning his son Yahushua Mashiach, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh. So it wasn't.
But so where is the immaculate? Because you Christians, you don't read. You go to these seminary schools and you just repeat curriculum. You're just a regurgitator. You just repeat. Yeah, monkey see, monkey do. You heard what they said, what she said, what he said, and you repeat it, and then now it gets propagated all over the earth.
Yep. Even the name Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, that being his name, it's an easily cut. You know, just bring up the fact, hey, the letter J wasn't invented till 1600s.
Right.
Easy Google search.
There's too many holes in the Christian doctrine, man.
Yep.
The Bible's not Christianity.
Yep.
And they'll say, but can I still call him Jesus? It's like,
No.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's why.
If you pray to Jesus, okay? If you pray to Jesus, Satan gonna show up. He gonna say, you called? If you pray to Jesus Christ, Satan shows up.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Looking like a white man with long hair, right?
Yep.
And dirty, dingy sandals. What does thou need? That's Satan.
Fact.
Call him Jesus, Satan gonna show up.
Precept. 1 Corinthians 15:39. Just to back to the virgin birth idea, but just to put this out, it says, all flesh is not the same flesh, but there's one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
So there's no immaculate
Yeah,
conception.
there's no
It doesn't
immaculate
exist in the Bible.
And Genesis 6, where these people try to say the angels came down and banged all the women on earth and the giants came out. This is also telling you that is impossible, that didn't happen. But
Yep.
Nephilim. They don't even know that word.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the fault.
Did they say the giants was like 50 feet tall or something?
Yeah.
Taller than
Got
that.
that from Enoch.
Taller than that.
How can
And
you
that same thing, Enoch contradicts himself.
Book of
Enoch.
multiply with a regular sized woman?
Exactly.
It's physically impossible.
Break her in half. It ain't gonna work.
If I may too, you know, the scriptures always say the God of Israel. Like it tells you in the Apocrypha that the Lord gave these nations to other gods. Why is it that the God of the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, since it's the Bible, oh no, this God is universal? It doesn't work that way, man.
Yeah.
God, the God of the Bible is not universal. He's exclusive. He's not inclusive. This is Jeremiah 3:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. Truly, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, our power, is the salvation of Israel. Plain.
Yeah.
It's only one nation that the Lord is dealing with. That's the one nation under God, not America.
Right.
Yep.
Liberty, justice. Even in Amos 3 and 2, only you have I known of all the families of the earth, man. I mean, it's very plain and simple when you actually read what the scriptures say and not what your Christian pastor tells you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But could somebody get Revelation 2?
I got you.
26? Because that's one of the ones that Christians really can't touch, you know? They don't want to even go into the fact that in the kingdom, there will be one people ruling over another.
Right.
You know? They completely dismiss that.
Yeah.
They dismiss what salvation even is. You know? That's why when these Christians try to come against the Israelites, they say things like, oh, you saying white people can't go to heaven. Well, first of all, the kingdom of heaven gonna be on the earth. But they say stuff like that to just sensationalize because they already know they're so far out. All they can do is sensationalize and try to, you know, get a little shock response against us, hoping that they can get a response out of the people.
Trying to rage bait.
Yeah. Like what do you mean when you say white people can't go to heaven? Like everybody's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
The question is, are you gonna be a ruler or a servant?
Right.
You know?
Everybody goes to heaven as well. If you read Ecclesiastes.
Oh yeah, the hell doctrine.
Yeah.
Oh my, don't even get me started on the hell doctrine.
Yeah.
You know?
And then Christians, they don't read the table of nations of what Genesis 10. You understand there's no white people or no black people, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, there's another thing that the scriptures teaches the Israelite foreigners. So yes, it's gonna be some men that look like so-called white men, they're gonna get saved, man. All right?
Yeah.
Because they're Israelites. Only Israelites can be saved.
Saved from what? Where are being saved from? You saying being saved? Saved from what?
Right.
Now, Christian is saved was saved from sin. But then now you have to define sin according to the Bible.
That's who consent.
Because then it tell you sin is a violation of the commandments.
Right.
You read it earlier. Who was the Lord dealing with the law and the commandments? Only the Israelites.
Yep.
So it's easy, man. It's easy to stumble Christians.
Yeah.
It's just emotional. It's a sensationalism.
Yeah, it's a tradition.
Yeah. What Christianity had was, you know, the sensationalism of you know, you think about those old Southern style preachers that be in that you're gonna go to hell, that hell, you're gonna burn. You know, that energy. It's to get a really a irrational fear reaction from it. You know
Dogma.
what I mean?
It's dogma.
Yeah.
It's dogma. That was a particular way for the Christians, because what happened, you know, during the beginning, right? You had the church, the clergy, the public didn't read. They couldn't read. I'm talking about going back to the Dark Ages.
Further back,
You go back, you had to be of a particular class to teach the scriptures. And there was a particular doctrine that was propagated during that time. And that tradition continued even when Esau took over, when the Renaissance took over. You know? So you're talking about over the next 300-400 years, 1800s, 1900s, 20th century, Christianity has always been taught in that universal, everybody can be saved mindset until the Lord brought the prophets back, man. Because things have to be taught correctly.
That's right.
Proper context. That fire and brimstone preaching,
Yeah.
that prosperity doctrine, that type of preaching, that has nothing to do with the Bible. If you take away the Bible, you can still teach that. You can still teach that doctrine. You can still teach that. Okay? But you have to attribute it to another God and another way of life.
Yeah.
But when it's coming out of the Bible, it's getting cut and chopped and dissected and broken down, and then you're going to be left looking stupid.
Yeah, they bring that. What is a good example of that? That 7 year tribulation.
Yeah,
You know,
rap-
all of
oh,
these.
man.
You know, I'll give you another one we went into a few years back. The doctrine of you should not be able to tell the seasons. Summer's gonna look like that was a prophecy that was some devil made up. The scriptures say nothing about the summertime gonna look like winter and wintertime gonna look like that's all Christian emotionalism that gets you people going, and then you start to be afraid. See, fear is a very powerful tool, man. You know, that's a very powerful tool that motivates you sometimes to do shit that you don't want to do. You got it.
Yeah, well, because the Christian church was tied heavily to the monarchy. You know, now in America they talk about separation of church and state, and they try to present themselves as we're not going to be like the old kingdoms and the old ways of England and Europe. But really, to be honest, that's where you got the three unclean spirits like frogs.
Yeah.
Because they're all tied together.
You go to, can I get a precept?
Yeah.
Go to Habakkuk,
Church.
was that Habakkuk
Government,
2
military.
and like 15? Woe wants you to put the bottle to his neighbors.
Yeah. It's Habakkuk 2 and verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, read it again.
Habakkuk 2 and 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink.
Yeah, the drink here is not talking about a bottle of wine or a beer or a cocktail. This is speaking about philosophy. All right? And Christianity is a philosophy that has gone around the world and has deceived you people into really believing a lot of bullshit, man. You know, believing a lot of bullshit so that when the truth comes out and we say things that are like, hey, only the 12 tribes of Israel could be saved, that has such harsh speech and hard for you to comprehend, because you've been programmed by the Christian church since you was an infant, getting dunked in that nasty ass water, getting, what is it called? Christening.
Baptized.
Getting baptized and christening, your ass was getting dipped into demonic waters, and your ass been believing that all nations can make it ever since, with no biblical proof to prove it. You've never had proof to that point.
Never.
All right, finish that off.
Religion, it means to bind. Just it bound up their mind. But back to the point. It says that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, that nakedness is you not having a garment on.
Yep.
No covering.
You don't have no truth.
You don't got no truth. Yeah. You don't have a covering. So then when you step to this or you put yourself out there, it's easy to slice and dice that bullshit ass doctrine, because it's a Swiss cheese doctrine. It's a Swiss cheese doctrine. It's an easy pull 1, 2, 3 scriptures from the Old Testament, 1, 2, 3 scriptures from the Apocrypha, 1, 2, 3 scriptures from the New Testament that'll just cut up this whole idea that all you nations can make it. It's really that simple.
Well, 1, 2, 3 historical points.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Because all those nations, historically, they'll tell you that the empires of Babylon and Rome and Greece had the Israelites in captivity. And what does the scripture say about putting the Israelites in captivity? It ain't like they was like, oh, these are God's people, let's prop them up.
Right.
So you can bring out historical points. You've always treated the Israelites bad. That's what these small hats try to claim.
Come on now.
They try to claim that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Earlier you mentioned, you said saved from what? Redeemed from what? Redeemed from who? So Luke 1 and verse 68, the point is down at 71 though.
The whole chapter.
Yeah. But Luke 1 and 68, it says, blessed be the Lord, power of Israel.
No.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people. We've been bringing up redeemed
Now,
often.
hold on now. When we deal with the Lord is deals with the tribe of Levi, which is, Levi means lawyer, join unto. So it's really big. I'm building that into a point of the Lord is big on, hey, Deuteronomy and the law is a contractual agreement. All right. So how the Lord even speaks, is addressing who he is specifically addressing. You understand, if you got certain words in a contractual agreement.
You got contractor, contractee.
Yeah, if you got certain words that throw off the wording, that's how niggas get out of contracts. well, see, you put this here. Well, we got to throw this whole contract out. It's voided.
Yeah. Clerical errors.
Yeah.
Too many clerical errors in the doctrine of Christianity because you don't understand.
You can't get around that. If the Lord meant for that to be all people, read it again. It would have said, "To whom is his people, all people," and he would have listed all of them.
You just said it.
Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. So he both judged and saved his people. It says,
It didn't say Esau. It didn't say Elam. It didn't say Moab. It didn't say Ham. You know, it didn't say any of these other nations, man. And like we've always said, man, y'all just got a softie for the white man.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Y'all are never trying to, oh man, what about the Africans, man?
What about the Chinese?
Come
the
on,
Japs?
what about the New Zealand? Y'all, you gonna destroy them? It's even less history on them bringing, you know, devastation and you know, it's there. We know that they did it to us. But as far as a historical approach to it, y'all, you gotta be really on a level to understand the Japhetic people putting us in captivity.
I said, oh, Japhet don't get no. Well, no, the white man's Japhet. That's what.
Yeah.
But there's, like you said, there's no prophecy of Japhet doing what the white man is doing in the earth for hundreds of years. There's no prophecy. That's just Esau trying to slide. That's because he knows that point, what you just said. So let me be Ashkenaz Jew.
Yup.
Let me put a Japhet name. How are you Ashkenaz, Japhet, and you supposed
Semitic.
to be Israel?
And Semitic.
And Semitic.
See?
That doesn't make sense.
yeah. He's also the Pharaoh as well.
Yeah, right.
We was Egyptians. You know?
That's why the scriptures say, "Blessed is your eyes, for they see, and blessed is your ears." Man.
Yeah.
Because once the Lord bless your eyes to see and put these puzzle pieces together the proper way, then the picture becomes clear.
Yeah.
But for a lot of y'all got. Hey, matter of fact, could you get Isaiah 29? You know, we just did Habakkuk, where they stammer and they be drunk.
Yeah. Okay.
Because with this bottle, y'all really looking at the picture with drunk goggles on.
Right.
You like you see this, right? The white, you see XYZ. They got them
double vision.
You know when they put those goggles on to give you an idea what it's like to be drunk? That's literally what you people have. So you can't even see it, even though we're talking to you. We present it correctly. It's just like trying to talk to a drunk person. You ever try to tell a drunk person something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they forget it and like.
Hey man, nah man, let that shit go. Y'all are drunk.
It's a bad image.
Yeah. You go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves in wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. Verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep,
Come on, man.
and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered.
Your religious leaders, your
Yep.
Christianity, you're blinded.
Yep.
Your rulers, your political leaders, your government leaders, they're
Educational
blinded.
leaders.
All of y'all don't have the truth. The Lord said he put everybody in darkness. You're all blind. You all drunk off of false philosophy and ideology.
Yep.
You know? Because if you had the truth, what's the point of the Savior coming to bring truth? That's why he said in John the 7th chapter, right? About ye are in the truth, being his disciples. Not everybody's a disciple of the Lord. So everybody the truth is not revealed unto them.
They're in
Why would
darkness.
Yahweh have to bring the spirit of truth into the earth if there wasn't darkness upon the people in the earth? So what the brother's reading, that lines up. Everybody's dark, in darkness, they're blinded.
You know what? Hey, you know what? If I may answer you, priest, that's why these wayward doctrines, they don't even last that long in the world no more.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You know,
They're like TikTok trends.
they just they just literally it's a quick track. What's the word you said? Trend.
Trend, yeah.
You know, it lasts maybe a weekend. Because, hey, with alcoholism and things of that nature, these drinks don't last that long in you. Y'all are alcoholics.
Yeah, chronic,
Yeah, they
chronic philosopholics.
Yeah, you're alcoholics. You're drunks. So these little drinks that come along nowadays, they don't last you. That's why you're having to sober up in the world.
Yeah, they watered down.
They have you have no choice. Hey, you know what? You ever notice with drinking or anything? You be like, man, you drink so much.
Yeah,
You get to a point where you're like, man, really,
I'm done.
I don't even got a desire to drink no more. You done drunk yourself to the point of no. That's where y'all are. The spirit got y'all at that point. That's why they gonna come into the. They gonna start having to come to the truth because this is the sobering center.
Yep.
Right.
This is your AA meeting.
This is the sobering center right here. The truth.
Right.
This gonna sober you the fuck up. It didn't take all of y'all long to sober up from the drunkenness of your states, did it? Took you about a week, and give it take a few weeks. You're like, man, I gotta figure this out. I gotta get active. I gotta do something in the name of you. Just as a sincere baby, seeking that milk.
Yeah.
You got it, Bruce.
Yeah. Well, you
Luke,
still have
where can I
Luke?
get that? The point in 71.
Yeah, Con, you still got the Isaiah I know?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, hold that. I'm just gonna finish this out.
Yeah. But I'm gonna jump straight to the point. Luke 1:71. That we should be that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
So there you go. So that's the truth. Who's going to be saved from their enemies? The Israelites. Because if it's talking about everybody, who's the enemies?
Right.
Somebody got to be an enemy.
The Father. Are we waiting for the Nephilim to invade?
Satan. It's Satan, literally.
It's Satan. Satan is a.
That's
Hey,
what they
man.
believe.
You brought the
Enemies
point,
is
man.
plural.
Right. It's talking about nations of people against other nations of people. All right. So it's still talking about Israel. But let's go back to Isaiah 29. You still there?
Yeah, con. I'll go to
The
verse.
scriptures say that you can't. Angels. Satan's an angel. You can't put
Or
curses
was you
on an
finished?
angel.
It's still 11 and 12. I can go to 11 and 12.
Okay. And then get Isaiah 24 and 7.
This is Isaiah 29 and verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the word of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed.
Right. See, the book was sealed. So what the brother read in Luke, these people don't get that. They don't understand the book is sealed unto them. They can't open the Bible and say, it is talking about Israel. It is only talking about them getting salvation.
Yep.
Because the book is sealed unto them because they drunk. It's like trying to get a drunk person to drive on the road. He can't read them signs. He misses turn, missed the exit.
You can't reason with a drunk. You can't.
You know?
You know how hard it is to tell a drunk to sit down?
Yeah.
They be like, bro, you gotta sit down, bro. You doing too much. Man, I'm all right, man. Staggering back and forth. You gotta.
I seen a video yesterday. His brother was speaking on it. This cop car, the state trooper was just parked. This nigga just slams into the state trooper. He was high as fuck, just drunk and high at the same time.
Drunk, high.
Yeah, you can't reason with a person when they're not in their right mind.
Yeah, couldn't reason with him. He just went straight to the pen.
Yeah. You got it out.
Isaiah 29 and verse 12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned.
That's sobering.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about. Right?
I was gonna say that's a point of you being sober enough to realize you gotta humble down and seek after a teacher.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of you are too drunk with pride. You too drunk in your own arrogancy and your yourself, your ego, to let yourself realize, hey man, I need a man to teach me this. If your ass wanted to be a goddamn mechanic, somebody gonna have to teach you how to change some brakes.
Right.
Any aspect of you trying to seek after the perfection of the mastery of whatever you're trying to do, somebody got to teach you. You got to be an apprentice.
Disciple, apprentice, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You got to come up under someone. Now, you spoke about that wine and drunkenness. Let's go to, he said they got to sober up.
Go to Isaiah 24:7. Okay. Isaiah 24, verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh.
Yeah, like you said, you get this one trend and it's gone, and this trend and it's gone. You get this philosophy and it's faded out, and this philosophy and you had the, you know what I mean? You had the civil rights and that, you know, and then you had the Black Panthers, and then you had the gangs,
sororities,
hip-hop and fraternities, and black excellence, and that's fading out.
BLM's gone.
Right, where's the Black Lives Matter? That's that new wine, and it's languishing.
They had a chokehold on people, but not no more. Egyptology, not no more.
Well, anybody, even on the, you know, the back and forth conscious community, you don't see Sonetta and them making no noise like that. Because all that's not really dealing with them.
Last time you see that debate.
When was the last time we really did a video on Vocab Malone?
Yeah, he ain't been around a minute.
What I got? Adam 20. What's his name?
Adam 22.
No. What's the guy who came in the CNN? Adam and somebody.
Oh yeah, he was a part of them apologists. Yeah, the Christian
EJ
apologists.
Love.
Yeah, EJ.
They had a run. They had a run.
They had a run for a season, and it's faded out, man. Meanwhile, we're still, hey, the truth is still going, man. Especially amongst the members of GMS. We still, if anything, we're getting more fine-tuned.
Yep.
We're getting more precise. And these prophecies are popping up, right? But this wine philosophy, the ideologies that these people try to push in this world against this truth, right? It's falling down and falling apart.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth.
Oh yeah, you gotta sober up. All that partying that you were doing, you know,
Fun no more.
all that pride of life that you had. This goes exactly what the elder was saying. You think that you are going to live your life and you're going to prosper, and this is my truth. No, it ain't no my truth. There's one truth. And you all going to fall up under the one truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. There's only one truth.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you got different relative points of view, but as far as what's true, you know, as far as what's true, and how people are supposed to live and conduct themselves, how the earth is supposed to be ran and controlled,
The true program, what the Lord programmed us to do.
that's what's going to be set up upon high. Not your, well, I think the world should be run. I think it ain't going to be a bunch of Greta Thunbergs running around the earth, man. No. It's going to be what the Lord wants, man. Go ahead.
The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with the song.
Mm-hmm.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah. Every time you find this new thing to get into, it's another problem.
Yeah.
The problems are coming to pass is another issue. You know, here it is. Everybody's, you know, gearing up for the World Cup. Meanwhile, the world is in World War III.
Crazy.
Shit, most of the teams can't even come over here.
Meanwhile, the economy is about to collapse. Right. So, the joy that you once, you know, this is different than it was 20, 30 years ago.
Hell yeah.
You know?
It was 1996.
Yeah, I just about to say, if this was 30 years ago, the Olympics, you know, that happened already.
Yeah.
That happened already. What people are hyping up for, the World Cup, this is pretty much like the Olympics again.
Mm-hmm.
That happened already. The Lord is now, okay, now, this time around, is more evils in the earth.
Yeah.
Okay?
And remember what happened the first time it came to the city?
Yo, yeah. What happened to the bombing?
Yeah, exactly.
What? Yeah. Was that the Centennial?
That was the open.
Car bomb?
That was actually the opening night of Centennial. There was the opening ceremony of that park.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
My folks were here. I got all worried about them.
So this society is collapsing. Go ahead.
Verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
Yep.
Hey, because like the elder just said, this city has always been it's Babylon. It's always been the city of confusion. But the difference now is that the systems and all the things that were the entertainment, the bread and circus, like you said, they held it up. That's broken down now. See, the bread and circus is no longer working no more. Like we just said, this FIFA World Cup, nobody care. No, really, people don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care about this. They don't like. They're, you know, you have a bunch of, as me and the brother Kabari Carr like to say, these NPCs out here that are always participate in these things. But in reality, the mind is not drawn towards these things no more because that's a thing of the past. It peaked. It peaked 30 plus years ago. And a lot of you are wondering, well, damn, why does it seem like sports is not fun no more? Why does it seem that this is not fun no more? Why are we not enjoying X, Y, and Z? It's because the illusion is broken down. See, it was easy in believing a lie when you were once yourself in a lie. It's hard to believe a lie when you ain't got no food in your refrigerator. You know, more people out here are not able to pay. Hey, you got white people on the internet complaining about not being able to pay bills. That wasn't happening 30 years. Nigga, you think white people was complaining about bills 40 years ago? Absolutely not, man. You had a small group, but you got beautiful white women complaining. That wasn't happening, nigga.
Pretty privilege is falling away.
The vintage of woman is failing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you gotta.
It used to be enough for as a woman. Hey, I was meditating on this. It used to be a woman in this society. If you just had a fairly cute face or something, and the Lord and you just born with some big titties, you was gonna be rich.
Right.
Well, you can go to Hollywood or New York and you can get a, I want to make, cause hey, if anything, they'll come to you. You ever thought about modeling? You ever thought about?
Now you rich. Rich and famous cause you just got some big titties.
Yeah.
Now they all on OnlyFans.
But that goes to show you that that's where this society, this is where the society has failed. Now it don't matter no more. Right. It ain't, you can't sell that product to men anymore.
Right.
It's everywhere too. That's all you got.
You know how hard it used to be? Yeah. You know how hard it used to be for men to see nudity?
Yeah. Just to say the
even in America, this is a freaky, nasty ass society. But 30 years ago, man, you had to sneak off and slither off to somewhere to go get some type of XXX type shit. Nowadays, you accidentally log into an app.
Yeah. You look at those sports clips and here comes a twerk video or something.
A bitch in the comments with her titties out. You had something, Shalom?
Good. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
That's what
you got it.
That's what we've been preaching to our people, right? Come back, talking about you so-called black, Spanish, Native American. We've been telling you to remember your creator. The rest of these people don't matter. But you specifically, the ones on this sign that make up the 12 tribes of Israel, we've been saying, look, this society is collapsing. There's going to be a time where you're not going to enjoy life. You're not going to have a desire for life. That American dream spirit is going to be gone. And before that happens, prepare your mind and spirit for what's to come. We've been saying that for years. But none of you taking heed. But now, we are seeing that there are more people that are realizing that. For the majority of you, it's too damn late, man. It's too late. You're not even on the count of the number. But for those of you that's not, that's the point.
Yeah, some of
because
y'all
these evil days is coming.
Some of y'all are just, your spiritual liver is shot, man.
Yeah.
You can't even process, you can't process this new wine. You've been drinking all of this bad gas station brew. You've been drinking all this nasty ass, malt liquor of the world.
Taking all these over the counter.
natty, daddy, natural light,
Natty light.
doctrines.
Right.
211 doctrines. and
40-ounce doctrines, man.
Yeah,
That's
y'all been on
what
the.
211.
Christianity is a goddamn malt liquor doctrine, man.
Yeah.
Christianity is
Old English.
That's Mad Dog 20. The Christianity is Mad Dog 2020.
So
That's what
four, four local, extra
Yeah,
strength.
Four local and Red Bull. Get you hype, energy. They play the songs and music. They crash gonna come. You get thrown off, man.
And that shit destroy you physically, man.
Yep.
Drinking that cheap ass shit. It's got a lot of the word. This wine of the Lord is pure. This good wine. See, wine, real wine, true wine, is actually good for you.
Yeah. Resveratrol.
It has a lot of antioxidants in you.
Yeah.
You know, it's good for your heart. It's good for you. Wine is actually good for you.
I said just drink it moderately.
Yep.
I mean, you can drink. You drinking glass. You know, they used to drink glasses of wine every day, but you don't sit there and drink 5-6 bottles of wine, get drunk, go out on the street, and mess with people. No. You know.
A lot of you on that. Y'all drinking.
That's
and
what they do.
I was gonna say a lot with these 95-cent 40-ounce bottles of booze. This shit be having a lot of additives in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it with Christianity and a lot of these other religions, is they got a lot of additives that really ain't listed on the bottle. See, when you go pick up a bottle of that bullshit at the gas station, when you turn it around, it ain't no ingredients. It ain't gonna tell you that it's like, hey man, it ain't gonna tell you all the nasty bullshit that's in it.
Right.
Yep.
It's just gonna say cheap beer.
5%.
That shit that Homer Simpson was drinking on The Simpsons, man.
Right.
Duff.
Duff.
Yeah. Drunk off that Duff, man.
Y'all drinking that cheap
Duff,
ass
man.
shit, and then you wondering why you just got all kind of additives and nasty poisons. It's destroying your kidneys and your liver and your brain. Now you got all kind of, you know what I'm saying, the effects of alcoholism. Now you got your eyes looking like Aries Spears.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna look like Aries Spears drinking fine wine. So that's why it's the additives. Matter of fact, can you get Revelation 22?
I was just thinking about that.
You're adding things to the drink that wasn't. See, this is pure. What is wine?
It's pure uncut, baby.
Wine is just simply in a non-commercial sense of producing wine. Wine is just simply the grapes squished, bottled up, right?
Allow the ferment.
Allow it to naturally ferment, because this is why when you get to the Passover, a lot of men get to this point of, can you drink wine on the Passover? Because, you know, it leavens or yeast. Well, technically speaking, in wine, you're not adding the natural sugars of it. Is what creates the alcohol.
Yeah. Right.
It's no yeast.
Around.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Just saying
You
that.
don't add yeast. Like, you gotta add yeast to bread to make it. That's why you can take the same ingredients of bread, and the bread is unleavened because you ain't adding no leaven to it.
You didn't add the yeast component.
Right.
Now people do today, because people look for our mistakes of words. A lot of these commercial companies do add yeast to speed up the process.
Right.
So I'm not negating that point, but what we're speaking to is natural ancient wine is just simply squeezing of the grapes, bottling it off, and literally letting it ferment for however long, 6 months, a year, years, whatever that is. There's no additives. It's no natural flavor. You know what I'm saying? It's no unnatural preservatives or artificial flavoring. They didn't add watermelon flavoring.
No purple color in it.
There ain't no purple color in it.
Red color, right.
That's what that liquor that Esau is giving to y'all. It's got a lot of additives and bullshit, and it's eating away at you to the point where when you taste this wine, your body goes sick.
Right. Yeah. Christianity is damn Kool-Aid mixed with Everclear, man.
Kool-Aid, you know, Christianity, that's them Kool-Aid pineapples we be drinking.
Right, yeah.
I know y'all seen in the video, Kool-Aid pop, the big ass Jake, man. Jake could do anything for some sweet, boy. That's why they want this world to keep going on. But like I had the brother read Isaiah 24, all that's being broken down now. You still got that, matter of fact?
Yeah, I got that, but he called for Revelation 22.
Okay, yeah.
Just real quick.
This is Revelation 22, verses 18 and 19. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Yeah, the Lord has a recipe already established in this. You can't now come along and be like, I don't like those type of grapes. See, people get mad about that shit, man. If you come from a cooking family, if your aunt told y'all, your aunt said put paprika and pepper on top of the mac and cheese, and your ass decide, well, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna put parsley on top, or I'm gonna put chives on the top of it, and they might fight you.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't mess with this.
What Frank Lucas say in American Gangster, we was talking to Nicky Barnes. He was like, man, if you got my name on the bottle, it's my product.
Yeah.
You can't present this as my product, but then you done changed something. You've changed. You can't go into this bottle. It's blue magic. You can't go into this and, well, nah, I don't like this aspect. You change it. That changes the whole. It's not this anymore.
Right, it's not what it is no more. So that messing up my product, man.
Y'all trying to add sugar to the doctrine. That's what y'all brother was talking about earlier. It ain't sweet enough for everybody to digest. So let's add sugar to the wine. That's not the wine the Lord told us to produce.
Right.
Nah, I don't like this part of it. Take away. That's why the Lord gonna fuck y'all up, man. You can finish that off.
Revelation 22 and verses 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Hey, because there's parts of this that you made when you woke up to this you probably didn't like. It was hard to digest. We were all babes. I don't care how strong you were. I can list 5 things in the spirit that was tough to digest at first. But I just was like, like people that eat spicy food, you be like, man, I just can't stop eating it, man. So you go and you be like, man, but this part here, man, especially, hey, listen, me and this brother, I know for a fact, we know. When the Lord, when this thing first came out, the spirit that was on the apostles and elders was just 100% against these women, man. So for us coming out of the world, there's no other school of thought that was going this hard at women. 07, 08, 09, 2010. There was nobody. So imagine us coming out of the world. We old, that arm. We coming out of that mama's. We're being honest. College, R&B music. We coming out of all of that.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta think about what the era,
So we just had to damn. It's like damn. But it's like you hear it.
I'm just getting started.
You know what I mean? Right.
I'm just getting started.
Not this girl I like at work. What the fuck? And I can't be hurt. We went through all those feelings. Until what? You gotta just keep. You just gotta keep sobering up.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep dealing with it. Keep tasting that bitter. Until you realize, until the Lord hit your ass with a real sledgehammer, and then it ain't no more prove it to you. Like, yeah, these bitches really ain't. You ain't gotta convince me that. But at first, because why? You gotta. How about this with y'all? Yeah, that the lamb. Think about the Passover, every element of the Passover. Think about those, just the eating the bitter herb.
Oh no, I'd rather eat lettuce.
Eating lamb. My real first time eating lamb was in the truth.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no season. It's like, man, this is tough. But then you adjust, you get used to it, and that's what the Lord is doing here, But a lot of people, that's not the case. So they hear this doctrine, they don't, I don't like how y'all talk about the woman's side. Well, let's add a little bit of let's sweeten this up. Let's add a little bit of brown sugar to it. What the fuck?
Yeah. Brown sugar.
Let's brown a little bit of chocolate. We need some chocolate to this. It's a mocha wine now. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's what they doing. I know it sounds silly, but really that's what these people do when they hear this and they can't digest it. So what do? Instead of just trying to do their best to individually digest it, they got to add and adapt to it.
Yeah. Right.
They got to change it.
take away.
Yeah, like
You gotta add or take away. So I'm just using the drink aspect of it of like, this is the drink, drink it.
Right.
I can't drink that, man. Put some sugar in it. Put a little lime juice in it. Put some berries in it. It's a whole nother drink.
Yeah, you want to get fancy, you know, spice wine and all that, but we ain't talking about that.
Nope.
We talking about the pure, unadulterated truth.
Raw wine.
Yep.
Shit, that's a company name.
Yeah.
Raw wine. What is it? Just wine. Yeah.
Just wine, man. Stomped up by the feet, grapes, fermented.
Flowing down the barrels, man.
Yep, in a wooden barrel with pretty women feet.
Yeah. Clean, pretty women feet.
Hey,
Not some commercialized press shit.
Right. Blessed are the feet of them that preach the gospel. Ooh, we pressing out that fine wine to you.
Right.
Right?
It's good for you.
Don't that say in Proverbs, I've set my table, my spice wine, my feast. That's what we giving you.
Precept.
You know?
Mark, did you finish?
Is that-
I'll finish this off. Revelation 22:19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book.
So you will get the plagues and the destruction. You won't get salvation or deliverance.
Yeah.
You're going to be destroyed. You're not going to get that joyous, triumphant entry into the kingdom. You're going to have to come back crying, you know, have your umbilical cord cut. You have to come back as a baby, talking about for the Israelites.
Yep.
You know? Because this world, the ways of this world, the philosophies, whether it's Christianity, whether it's the education system, the schooling, you know, I mean, the way entertainment actually helps guide the mindsets and the feelings and emotions of people on this earth, all of that is part of the poison. All that's part of the that wine and that mirth that keeps this world in darkness. So the Lord has to bring that raw truth to the earth in order to get things back in order.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing.
She's holding a wine cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wine cup was full of abominations and blasphemies.
Yeah.
And I bet it tastes as nasty as it sounds to us. That cup, that whole that hole is holding, it tastes good to you people.
Yeah.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
Even though it's full of abominations and nastiness, and we're woken up to it is. Hey man, listen, like we all know, Kool-Aid tastes good.
Yeah, sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar and water. Kool-Aid does taste good. You got the right combination of sugar and water. But it's bad for you.
But it's bad for you.
But it's bad for you.
Super potent. Probably
You
gets
know?
you real drunk.
And we used to be in the world, we used to eat bacon or whatever. Some people ate shrimp and lobster. And it was good at the time, but then you realize how bad it is. You wake up the fact that it's not conducive to the body over
Yeah.
time. You get illnesses and sicknesses more often,
Inflammation.
especially as you get older. Inflammation, gout. So what happens,
Cavities.
right? You have to put that stuff away. All we're trying to do is tell you to put this stuff away so you can get the real, raw understanding of what's really going on. You know?
Oh, the scriptures say to put away childish things.
Yeah.
And I was a child, I did what my parents set up for me in life. When I became an adult, I put that away. You know? Meaning you put yourself in a position to continue to learn and experience things over time. Outside of just, okay, I'm gonna just let my mom and daddy tell me what to do.
Right.
You know? Nah. You gotta grow up.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. And he answered and said unto them,
Look at them chimping out, man.
Caving. They're caving out. They're caving out.
Cavemen.
Caving.
Monkeyed out.
That's a new one.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. He answered and said unto them, Well, hath Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites? As it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Right. And these people, they'll tell you, I believe in God in the Bible.
Yep.
Right? And they'll say, yeah, you know, I believe. But then when you try to conversate with them or ask a quick question or have a dialogue with them, and something hard that they don't understand comes up, they shut down.
Yeah.
Because they don't really believe. It's just a mantra of life. Do you believe in God? Yes, but the answer in their brain triggers them to say, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because saying no is too hard.
It's
Or they don't
groupthink.
Yeah, groupthink. And they wouldn't say no because they wouldn't even understand why no would even be. They don't understand enough to say no. You know?
Well, see,
most people.
If I may say, Christianity is another resume filler in American, as being an American.
Yeah.
You know, think about your U.S. presidents. All presidents have been Christians.
Sworn the Bible.
Except one.
JFK.
Yeah, I already took. I was gonna say, do y'all know who
Oh,
what?
slack.
JFK, which he was a Catholic.
Yeah.
But the point of what I'm saying
Well,
is,
you want to say Protestant? Because that is Christianity.
well, and when you're dealing with politics, they like to, these things, they get real deep into these denominations. So when I go
So they separate?
yeah, when if a
separate
politician comes out and says, I'm Mormon, that means a whole lot more than just simply, oh, he's a Christian. No, that kind of skews your viewpoints towards certain things and their minds of politicians.
Because they get specific.
Yes. So
Like if you're talking about Baptists.
and then you're gonna have, then more than likely you're gonna be anti-abortion.
Yeah,
You're gonna be you're gonna be more pro. You're gonna be more conservative. So again, why is that? Because in the American society, all of these points point towards you being safe.
Yeah.
You're a Christian. You're married. You know, matter of fact, if you don't mind, get what is that? 2 Corinthians 10, tearing down of strongholds. Because these elements are strongholds on the minds of the people that presents you as safe, somebody that should be trusted. You know, I am a family man. That's why, the most devilish shit come from people with families.
Yeah, I'm a family man. I have kids.
I have kids. I'm married. You know, we
I
go
went
to
to college. You know,
That's all to say, hey, I'm safe.
I'm a homeowner. I own my house.
Yes, all of that. And the more that you get away from those points, and as far as an American citizen, there's a term for it. You're basically a social deviant. But unfortunately, this society is really all anti the American system.
Shit, it's all parody at this point.
It is. That's how you know that the system is broken down, because the things that were held as the standard are now laughed at. People don't want to get married.
Traditional family.
These so-called white men, these younger white men between the ages of 16 and 26, the idea of marriage is laughable.
Yeah. Anything standard American,
being religious is laughable.
Right.
Type.
All of these things are now scorned and scoffed at. Okay, you got that?
Yeah, I got it. 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High.
Yeah, this is not Islam. We're not Muhammad. We don't got to put the sword to you to make you believe what we believe.
We have to wage an actual physical war to do it. Hey, that's what Christianity did. We didn't have to. That's what Christians did. Christians didn't spread the word, and that's how it was spread around the world. Christianity spread by war, colonization, destroying other people, and imposing their doctrine after the people were subjugated.
Come on now.
You know? Setting up boarding schools over here in North America.
Re-education centers.
Re-education. Oh, they did it to the Aborigines. They told them up the same way. The strategy they used on Gad, they did that to the people of Jaffa in Australia.
And Hawaii. Really the whole
world.
Polynesian world.
Yeah.
Because he's a one-trick pony.
Same tactics. He did it in Africa, Eastern Africa, South Africa, Madagascar.
Yeah.
He was the same. That's how
South Africa. India.
That's how the Christians got the world. It wasn't because of the gospel. When did Jesus say, take up the sword and then make them? No.
Yeah, when did Peter and Paul? Please show me in the New Testament where Paul and them was going around with swords and putting it to people's necks for not believing that Yahweh Shai was the anointed.
Right.
Show that.
Well, you heard what Yahweh told Peter. He said, "You live by it, you die by it."
Yep.
Paul was going around. He was putting Christians to death. So if that was the way, why did he have to get knocked off the horse to change his ways?
Blinded.
So if that was the way Christianity spread by violence,
Right.
instead of preaching the word, then
Why did he get rebuked?
right.
The Lord would have told him, "Hey man, hey
Why
Paul,
change
good
it?
job.
Yeah.
Hell
He
yeah.
should have said, you know what? I just need you to just do it in my name, though.
They just kill him in my name.
That's all
Yeah,
you gotta
hell
do
yeah.
now.
You solid. That's not what happened.
Or matter of fact, train Peter and Paul and them what to do so they can do what you do, but let's do it to the ones that don't believe. Just switch it up. Nah, the Lord didn't tell Paul and them to do that. You Christians don't know nothing because you don't know history. Everything is skewed.
Yeah.
You ask you Americans, what number,
Feminized.
if you ask these average Americans, what number president is Donald Trump, I bet you they don't know.
Most of these people don't even know their constitutional rights.
Oh, of course not. That's too deep.
Most of you don't know your constitutional rights. Most of you don't know the Ten Commandments.
You don't know your constitutional rights been revoked.
You know.
You really don't have no rights.
Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, and what we're going into are mighty strongholds that have been holding, basically keeping you people in utter confusion and darkness, man. Like we just said, even with Christianity, your stance or your perception of marriage is based off of a Christianity viewpoint. So, monogamy is a Christianity viewpoint. That's wrong as hell.
Yeah.
These are all very wrong viewpoints that have been able to be pushed and promoted and established through the ideas of Christianity. A man having monogamy, one man, one woman. Walking down the aisle. Ding, 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 ding. Here comes the bride. All that shit is all Christianity traditions. So then y'all wonder, here it is, the Lord is destroying it. It's not working no more. Marriage don't work no more. These people don't even believe in marriage.
This shit ain't never really worked.
That's the point.
This shit ain't never worked the way this shit ain't never worked. Because it's been too many societal oppositions. The idea of marriage has always been a thing, but when it actually comes down to man being head of household,
Yeah.
woman in
1
her
Corinthians
role
11th
place,
chapter.
right? That it ain't never worked, and it never will work until we get some straightening in this area. Until the Lord come and He set things in order, and that's what we're preaching about.
That's right.
Things have to be put back in its proper place, and none of this way that this society is pushed, especially through Christianity, none of this way this society runs through that ideology will be around in the very near future.
Yeah, because the so-called white man, through his terrible presentation of Christianity or the Bible, has really told everybody that, hey, when he was telling these nations around the world that you're not supposed to have multiple women, he was saying that you are a savage, or this is savagery to have multiple women and the push for a polygynous society and that belief, right? That was savagery in his eyes. Well, now look at the society. Look at America. Matter of fact, will somebody look up the American birth rate? Your birth rate is completely destroyed because
you only got one woman.
You only got one woman.
And liberated.
And that one
and you
woman.
You gave them options. Oh my God.
And matter of fact, the option to not do it.
Remember, Eve was the problem.
She had the option to not do it.
They have the option to not do it. They don't have to give birth. They don't have to be with the man. All right. So now look at you. Christianity told y'all hundreds of years ago that having multiple women was wicked and it was savagery. But now look at this society. Look how bugged out women are.
Right.
I got that information for you. I just simply put in American birth rate 2026 today, and the AI overview gave me the U.S. fertility rate dropped to an all-time low of 53.1 births per 1,000 women of childbearing age.
Does it give like a 1
Oh,
point?
that's really low.
Change the year. You know what? Change the year to 2000.
2000?
Yeah, let's go back to the new millennium and see what happens.
Con.
Because it's like to maintain. I did a list on this. To maintain a society,
Change the year number.
just to maintain the in and the out, death and life happen. That's the balance.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
life leaves, life comes in.
Yeah.
To maintain a society, women are supposed to birth, each woman, not some that want to have children. All of y'all asses
That's your purpose.
are supposed to have at least 2. Well, really at least 3.
2.5, they say.
How many?
2.5 is what they
It's
say.
2.5, but it's really like 3. Each
Yeah.
woman is supposed to have 3 children.
Yeah.
How many women out here are walking around with 3? These women had 1. They had a 1 little son, and they become a boy mom.
Boy mom. I'm a boy mom.
And it's just that hit her and that little nigga everywhere. And then she tap out. That's the philosophy of this world. What you got?
All right, so I changed it to 2000, and it says the U.S. crew birth rate was 14.7 births per 1,000 people, and it's kind of going into what you were saying, basically around like 2 children per child. So that's right. So today it dropped extremely low.
Yeah, it's at a point of there's a point of no return within a society. See, you're not producing children right now for right now, nigga. Like crops. When you're out in the field and you're growing peaches, you gonna eat some of them peaches right now, but really them peaches is there to sustain you for the years to come. The next generation.
Season, next growing season, that's the next generation.
I think Nigeria, see, these other countries are whooping the so-called white man's ass in this department.
Dark nations.
I think Nigeria, India. Look this up.
Okay.
I think it's Nigeria or India adds 1 million. I think it's India adds 1 million children per month.
I have something else for you.
Go ahead.
I just simply put in why American birth rate is dropping so fast. So it says the American birth rate has been on a downward trend, dropping to record lows. This shift is driven by a combination of 1, high living costs, 2, delayed family planning, 3,
Everything that goes against the scriptures.
Yeah.
Might we add?
right.
Okay, because let's be clear. The scriptures speak about family starting at a very young age. This society tells you, hey, you should wait. This society tell these goddamn women that they should wait till they 45 to start a fucking family.
Right.
That's how stupid this society is.
Yeah.
That's how backwards this society is. That's how we're literally under a bunch of idiots. You know how stupid that is? You're telling women that they should start procreating at fucking 50 years old. 40. This is the first time this year, somebody look it up. This is the first time that 40-year-old women are procreating more, having more babies than young women.
Yep. Yeah, because they push to go to school, get a career, and then when you go to college, you're getting slutted out. And then, you know, you get to that point where, hey, some of these women
They had 30 abortions.
Yeah, abortions.
Done shot all type of chemicals in you. You bitches have been on birth. Your stupid ass moms that done had you on birth control since you were 12.
Damn.
You're all cooked, and you wonder why the birth rates are where they are.
Oh, Cotton. So I simply put in, are older women getting more babies than younger women? So here's the overview. It says, while older women over 40 are having more babies than ever. It said babies than ever. It says even surpassing.
I had a girl at my job, right? Crazy. I had a girl at my job. She like 22, and you know she was like a little. She's pregnant, but when she found out she's pregnant, she went through that kind of like little girl, like nervous, like so I had to say to her, I'm like, man, you grown. And she had to kind of like snap out of it, like, wait a minute, yeah, you're right.
I can have a baby. That means I'm grown.
Like, you're not something. Because what does the society tell you? The society pumps that fear in these women. You don't want to get pregnant in high school. You don't want to be a teen mom.
Yeah.
You know, and that energy, it puts this fear out. Because this whole society is unnatural.
Yeah.
The whole thing doesn't work. So again, when you speak these sobering facts, it's hard to digest.
And by the time these women have kids, they mama too old to help them and teach them nothing.
Right.
Yeah. That's the problem. See, when you're a teen mom, your mother is still young enough. She's still in her prime experience to tell you what to do because she went through it 15, 16 years, well, really 12, 13 years prior to you. So she's still sharp on what to do with a young child.
She ain't got arthritis in her knees.
Right. You know, she ain't, by the time you 25, 30, having a child, your mom is
60, 70.
60 years old. She ready to
She ain't got time for them kids,
she
them
got time for
children.
them grandkids, them grandchildren, them grandbabies. You know? But like you said, this society is retarded.
It don't work.
It does not work.
That right there, 40 years old, having all these kids. 35, at 35, it's classified as a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah, it's a risk.
Like it doesn't make any sense to even be having babies after 35, but that's who's having all the babies now.
Yeah, because y'all love you. And then another thing the society does.
Because you women are a bunch of old hoes.
It weaponizes sex against you in this weird way. That's matter of fact, get that in James, what is that, the 3rd chapter, where this knowledge is earthly and sensual and devilish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get that. Because see, we got to talk about the way Esau he promotes and pushes the information and the idea of even sex onto people. It puts you in this weird space.
3 and 15.
Like we don't talk about this.
Yeah, James.
That a lot of men are dealing with a lot of repression, and they've been
Picked up and backed up.
Yeah, that too. But the way that sex and this idea of it has been presented to them, it's fucked their head up. A lot of men are afraid. See, I was thinking about this the other day too, Priest. We're the only species of, I know I'm using this lightly, of animals, right? Other animals don't be thinking about their woman, the female's period, as much as men do. You hear your woman miss her period, your ass is going to fucking, oh, this the big one. You don't even think about the blessing of it. You don't think about the blessing of it. You don't think about the changes and what the Lord is giving you. You just lead with fear.
Because the society has instilled that fear
Yes.
since you were in school and health class. They've been warning you since 11 years old about pregnancy. So by the time you get an adult and you in college,
You got a phobia. A lot of you niggas got pregnancy phobias.
Yeah, men got it and women got it too.
As soon as a woman hear,
That's a good thing.
Her mind doesn't go into I'm having a baby boy or a beautiful, the Lord bless. It goes into,
oh my God,
I gotta kill this motherfucker.
Plan B.
Yeah.
Straight plan B
What's
action.
Plan B?
Plan Z.
What's option B?
The option A is never it's straight to B. Kill it. And the reason why is that? Why is that the first thought? Because of unnatural fears. It's because it shouldn't cost as much to take care of no goddamn baby. Hundreds of thousands of dollars to raise a child in this society.
Right. Well, from birth to 18.
It costs a lot of money to raise
that's
kids.
Too much money, man.
Wasn't like this in the ancient world.
People been being born since the beginning.
But here it is. Elam over there in dirty India, fucking producing babies and not thinking about it.
You know why? Because they're old, ancient, dirty culture.
They don't care.
They don't.
They be stinking and still getting it in.
It's natural. It's not something to fear. It's something to embrace. But because you're not raised and on a mature level. You
Yes.
raise this, and then that goes into the education part.
Education, yep.
The education system tells the young kids, boys and little girls, like you said, to fear, right? To fear having sex, to fear having babies, right? But also, they teach them about all these diseases. and all
Oh
these-
man, y'all remember that?
Man, all these fears is like, man, I don't know what.
Class.
You be in the classroom,
Be afraid to
the
think.
teacher's like, if you have sex, yeah. I mean, I'm not. You get what I'm saying, but they'll have a picture up, and it'll be like, this is what's gonna happen to you. That's just traumatizing to you as a young child. You don't even know really what's going on, but they've already established you supposed to fear this.
They never give you the actual beauty part. They don't give you the actual, because they don't teach you on a mature level.
Nope.
They teach you on a purely, this is just the science, this is just and then it's if you have kids at this young age, and you're supposed to have them young, while you're youthful.
Yeah. That's when your
How do
body
you think we
bounces
got here? You think we got here because a bunch of old motherfuckers, a
Big
bunch
Bang.
of old people was having sex?
The 80-year-old men we just all the products of 80 and 90-year-old men and women.
Right, we are a product of Abraham and Sarah.
Come on, man.
His science even tells you that the younger the better, but
Not this society.
I mean, technically we are, but you know what I mean.
You got that in James?
Yeah, come on.
That was a blessing. That was a miracle.
All right, this is James 3 and 15. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Devilish.
Meaning what? Deceiving.
Yep.
It's a deception. What you've been taught about life in this society and how it's supposed to work between men and women, between your faith and what to believe in,
How to take
you
care of
educate-
yourself.
how to take care of yourself. It's all of Satan. It's all devilish. It's like I said, the science. Like I said, it's all too scientific. It's too dogmatic. It's sensual. It's just what they can. Because Esau's carnal, so if he can see and touch it, he'll be good at it.
Yeah.
He can tell you. If it's a concept he can't get, then it doesn't exist. It's a theory. It's fiction.
Matter of fact, somebody
So he
get that
ignores it.
Was that
It's
Wisdom of Solomon?
pseudoscience.
Was it Wisdom of Solomon? I was birthed. Is that 7?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Because see, the Lord, it's chemistry, and this is what this world is really lacking in. Is just literally the basic natural chemistry of a man and a woman. See, this society has corrupted everything. We didn't finish that in Corinthians, but that's why everything has changed, man. Because the truth is out here. All of this was a lie. That's a sobering statement. Everything out here is a lie.
Hey, that is why
Very
the
true.
joy is gone, the mirth is gone, the new wine language is like we were
Yes.
reading. Goes all the back to what we've been saying the whole time. It's all failing, and you people are having to sober up to the realization that you've been duped.
You've been duped.
You've been bamboozled. You've been blinded.
This whole time.
yeah.
This
The
whole time. You
Also,
just been lied to. Because this knowledge is earthly, it's sensual and devilish. All right, what we pull? What was that?
Wisdom of Solomon 7.
Yeah.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and verse 1. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth.
So there's no such thing as immaculate conception.
Right.
And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man.
That through sex,
Yeah.
his father David was aroused by his woman, and then they got into the act of sex,
Yeah.
and then they created a child.
And it said 10 months, and that's the amount of time that they give you when the woman getting ready to give birth. You can have it
Right.
between them so many weeks.
Yeah.
Anything
You know?
after that, they're gonna try to get it
Yeah,
out of there.
yeah, anything after that, they got to induce them to give birth.
Yeah.
The 10 months.
And Esau changed the months, so there's all these added on days and stuff too. So he'll say 9.
9, but
But not,
It's give or
10,
take, yeah. It's like a 30
That's right. That's
like
still
a
right.
child could be born
Because he can't change that.
like
That's
34 months,
Yeah,
34
30
weeks.
to 36 weeks. And
Anything after that, then it's a
after that.
concern.
Anything
Before or
after
after.
like 42 weeks or so.
But nevertheless, the whole premise of it all
That was in the scriptures too.
is that you're fashioned through the act of sex. A man and a woman coming together. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know, but this society has told you that's ugly. Now we spend all our time on the internet fighting each other.
Right,
arguing. Men talking, men online saying how much women, and don't get me wrong, listen, it's truth to it all. Both sides is really right, but no side really wants to submit to, hey, you know what? We both wrong as fuck. Let's figure this out. That's really what Isaiah, the 4th chapter, really comes down to.
Well, because none of them know the proper order. The one that needs to submit is the woman, and the one that needs to wisen up is the man. But the man rebelled. The man doesn't have the knowledge to give the woman, and the woman is so rebellious.
Well, I gotta do it all.
Well, it's like, shut up and bow down.
Or I'm talking about even with the man.
And like
you men through this war, these gender wars.
Yeah.
See the gender war, when you dig deeper into it, it's a war of envy on both sides. Men envy women, and women envy men.
Yep.
Men are envious of how easy they perceive women's lives.
Yep.
So men on the internet look at women and say, "Damn, it's easy for you. You're in easy mode. Nobody cares about what men feel. Nobody cares. It's not fair." This is envy of war between two parties. But we're supposed to be bonded together, becoming one flesh. That's not what's happening because Esau doesn't push that.
Right. He don't push the solution. The solution is the order the Lord gave. God, His Son, the man, the woman.
Simple.
And
men submit to the God and women submit to the man.
They'll complain about having to do all the housework and all these things that they have to do. If they had sister wives, it wouldn't even be a big deal.
Right.
But everything's out of order.
And first of all, it's what you're supposed to do. I mean, what you gonna do out here? Get a construction job?
Well, that's what they've done. Anything those are the strongholds.
That's when they come against them.
A lot of you women got that that Michael Jordan Gatorade commercial in your head. Anything you can do,
whatever.
Like you see that woman playing Michael Jordan and scoring, and you think you really can.
I remember that commercial.
Yeah. Right. That was the program.
I can do better.
So these women have had 25, 30 years of this programming, and where has it got them? Except tired, stressed out, all type of. Hey, look it up. Look up.
Look what all I have to do.
Look up. Women. Today's women are the most unhappiest they've ever been. Look that up.
Quick precept.
Go ahead.
1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor.
And see, this is the ugly part, the real nastiness of the scriptures. A lot of you men, you're not set up to be husbands. That's why you're failing at the role of trying to have a rule over women.
Like that guy.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm like, looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But the point of it all is, read that again.
1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them.
And you're going back to this nasty juice that Esau has pushed out in the world, this wine gut, this wine rot, basically, how a man and a woman are supposed to deal with each other. This has completely destroyed the minds of how a man sees this and how a woman sees this. Yep. So really, you men, the idea of monogamy, I've always said that you brothers, you probably don't understand this, but monogamy really benefits loser men. Really.
Yeah.
Because if realistically, if these women were in the mind frame of, I don't care, I don't mind sharing a man. You know how many men out here wouldn't have a woman? It would change the whole dynamic. So even this idea of one man, one woman together, it's about keeping everybody the ability to participate in the American society. If women were already in that mind frame, it'd be way more single men.
Yeah.
If women's minds were programmed to already accept sharing men, a lot of men out here would be cooked. It would change the whole women wouldn't feel the need to settle. A lot of women are settling in these regards. I know we don't like to hear this because all men think they're great. But a lot of you men, you're not great. That's why the scriptures say in Isaiah the 13th chapter that I shall make a man more precious than fine gold. That's not talking about all of you.
Right. He's talking about the men of the Lord.
The men of the Lord are being programmed and primed and ready to be able to deal with that load. A lot of you men, you can't even deal with the load of yourself.
Right.
You're already crashing. Go read the story. I was listening to the Elder Gabar War out of New York. He was talking about the story of King David and Abigail and Nabal.
Oh yeah.
A lot of you men, men, it's a bitter thing, but a lot of you men, the Lord is gonna start killing you, freeing up your women,
yeah,
and your women gonna find themselves with the right men.
Yep.
However, it sounds bitter.
Yeah.
You might not like how it sounds, but that's how it's gonna happen.
Oh, that's Amos 7:17. Your husband shall die in the wars.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
Men, you really don't need to have no woman. The Lord gonna take you out, and your woman is gonna be
Freed of her duties,
free,
under the obligations of the law.
and then it's gonna be given to a man of the Lord.
A man better than them.
Because, like you said, that happened to David, right? Was it another one with Naaman? What he got? No. Nabal got killed, and the other one got leprosy. The house of Naaman, because they wasn't dealing right with the men of the Lord.
That's just the raw, uncut truth. Go ahead, bro.
2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
That's what, yeah.
Where the bridegroom go? Where her man go?
Where your man at?
Yep, he gonna be slumped somewhere, rotting away.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch Bushwick. See, a lot of y'all got a problem with the way the Lord programmed women to be able to move. Because men, like they say, men die in war. So a woman's natural nature is programmed to be able to, when she's not under the obligation of the law to her husband, to move on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it said only after the husband died, then the woman, it said she is free to marry another.
She's free to marry another. That's just in their nature.
Yeah. And then, that's in the New Testament.
And
Old and New.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout history, people come in, they invade a village, carry off the women. She had to be able to adopt to go to the next place too.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's just in their nature.
Yeah.
And but see, this society has got both sides jacked up. The man's side is jacked up. The woman's side is jacked up. So when you talk about these elements of it, it's offensive. That's why we said y'all hear these things, and your first thought when you hear something bitter is you got to add some sugar on it. Nah, man, eat that grapefruit.
Yeah, you spit it out.
Don't put no sugar on top of it. Eat it.
Salt.
Because you can't deal with the taste. You can't deal with the raw truth of it. All right, a lot of you, this world has put so many bullshit ass ideologies, philosophies, educational programming, propaganda, all these things to the point where it's like a lot of you just cooked.
Mm-hmm.
There is no rehabilitation.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get John 7:35. This is. See, what the world needs is all those men and those women that are being, like you said, being programmed, being brought under the right tutelage.
Yeah.
Okay, to actually get out of this matrix.
Yes.
You know, 'cause that's what it is. It's a programmed matrix that dump the monkeys down in the you know, the experiment. They put the monkeys in, and then they put this in. And then they get, you know,
do
like
case studies on them.
Yeah, you do the case studies. I'm trying to think of the experiment. It's a name, but they put the monkeys in like a cage, and then they put in the food. But then when they try to get the food, they might get shocked or something.
A conditioning experiment.
Yeah. It's all conditioning. It's all a conditioning experiment, and they are conditioned to think and act a certain way.
Yeah.
You said John 7:35?
Yeah. 32.
32, okay.
Yeah, 32.
John 7:32. The Pharisees heard.
Oh no, sorry, 8:32.
John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's right. And you should, hold on, read the verse above that.
Yeah. John 8:31. Then said Yahushua to the Jews which believed on him,
Yep.
if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed.
See, you have to be taught a certain way. You got to be disciplined. You got to come up under a tutelage. You have to listen to the actual words and teachings of somebody that knows what's going on in order to get away from the deception of what's going on in the society today. Because everything that's being fed to these people and the children is only going to continue to deteriorate, as we've been seeing.
That is this culture of women, you know, overestimating their value. It's just going to only lead to their, like, men are not even offended by the bullshit that women are saying online anymore. These outlandish, outrageous requests of men. Now it's just getting you ignored. Now women are being ignored. That's why the scriptures say that, like we quoted earlier, the vintage is failing you. See, for you younger brothers, you might not listen. It used to be a time where clubs used to say women get in free. You know.
I remember that.
Women used to get in the club for free and drink for free because the whole point was to bait men to come out to spend money. And it was okay. Fast forward to 25, 30 years later to this time and age. That's not what's happening no more.
The opposite.
It's the opposite. Men aren't so eager to jump out there and get at you and get with you. That's the vintage failing you. It used to, listen, man, it used to be so easy for a woman to get a man. Now these single events, go online, they talk about them.
Yeah.
These women are going to these single mixers trying to meet men, and it'd be 800-900 women there, and 10 men. 10 men show up.
Hey, Isaiah 41. I don't know how to share. Shit.
It's showing itself everywhere.
Because they're going to pick and choose. Not this specifically, but just that type of spirit is going to be.
But see, that day of a woman being a goddamn -3.5 and presenting herself to the world that she a 10 and she deserves $100,000, a nigga that makes $100,000 a month, fuck a year. These bitches want niggas that make $100,000 a month, and she believes that it's her right to want what she wants. All right, well, bitch, men aren't even offended by it anymore. They're like, oh, this bitch is crazy. Leave this bitch alone. She gonna die alone. That's what we've already registered. It doesn't work anymore. If women, that's a whole thing that's cooked.
And that's just on men and women relations. We ain't even talking about. Well, we went through the religion. We went through Christianity. We're going through all the way that this society, this place is broken down and confused.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know the scriptures.
You don't know who the pride. Y'all don't even know what a man is.
You gotta. It's gonna be some straightening, man.
Or a woman. Keep going. 1 Peter 3 and verse 7. Likewise, you hope. John 8. John 8 and 32. Actually, back to 31. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word.
If you continue in the lessons that you've been learning, being educated the correct way, go ahead.
Then are ye my disciples indeed.
Then you'll be able to put this into practice as a disciple. You'll gain experience. Of course, that starts.
What's up, fellas?
Of course, that starts with
the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Well, how are you?
Good. Everything all right?
Hey, man, y'all teaching the Bible out here.
Y'all teach the Bible?
Yes, sir. That's what the Hebrew Israelites do, right?
Y'all teach the whole Bible? Or just
The whole
Old
Bible.
Testament? Or just the Old Testament?
No, Old and New.
Apocrypha,
Whole thing.
whole
Let me
thing.
ask you a question. Do white people go to heaven?
We were actually talking about that earlier.
You know
So
that.
it's
You don't know. You know they
I
don't.
do know that.
You know they don't.
everybody goes to heaven, man.
What's happening?
Everybody don't go to heaven.
Everybody does go to heaven according to the
Everybody go to
scriptures.
heaven?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Let me grab it for you.
Then
real
what's
quick.
happening?
Then
What's happening?
What's Hades if everybody go to heaven?
What's happening?
A Greek belief?
A Greek belief?
Yeah.
But you say you preach from the Bible.
Right, but what's happening?
So how
What's happened to you?
Okay.
So we can give you the right answer.
not the original.
Here, let me give you this real quick.
Ecclesiastes
Ecclesiastes.
in Hebrews.
That's right.
Not
That's right. That's right. But what's happened to you?
Huh?
You said, do white people go to heaven? So what do you mean? What do you mean by heaven?
Heaven is a place God prepared for us. My Father has many mansions. I would not say so if it wasn't true.
Okay.
That's heaven.
Okay.
Streets of gold.
Okay.
Let me read it to you from the Bible.
Well, that's where it came from. I'm going to describe something without.
We gotta make sure
knowing
we
where
on
it
the
came
same
from.
page.
Oh yeah. We gotta make sure we're on the same page. So,
all right.
Okay, so you said, do white people go to heaven? You said your concept of heaven is.
They told me
what
white
God
people don't go to
prepares-
heaven.
Yeah, they don't.
Your brothers down there told me.
Yeah, they.
Okay.
This is a play on words.
White people don't go to heaven, my guy.
They don't go to heaven.
So God is that strict,
Right.
where He gonna cast everybody white into hell, into Hades?
Everybody white? No.
That's in the Bible.
No, it's not in the Bible.
He put us in slavery.
No, it's not. You talking about Old Testament?
No.
See, we gotta ask him.
Yeah,
Well, show me a New
give
Testament
me
where that says
Romans 9 and
right,
Jacob
cool.
I love it, Esau.
All right, cool.
It's all throughout the scriptures.
Do you know who white people are according to the
I
Bible?
died before, brother. I flatlined. I went to heaven. You know what I seen?
What you see?
I seen black people, white people, Mexicans,
You know there's-
Asians.
You know how many
That's why
how
I'm
many
asking
heavens
you
are
questions.
there?
Right. That's why I read the
That's
ask.
irrelevant.
That's in the Bible.
It don't matter.
How
It
many
does
heavens are
matter.
there?
There's a bunch of heavens. God created. a
So which
heaven.
heaven are they? Which heaven are?
That's what I'm trying to get to.
No. It doesn't matter.
No, I ain't talking about
You know
you.
what matters?
I'm just
Is
saying
the
in
fact
general.
that we left our bodies and
Okay.
was able to go meet the Father in a place that He prepared. If there was
Yeah,
seven
so-
heavens,
so
or
no.
3 or 1.
So
it
when
doesn't
everybody
matter.
dies, give me a James,
So what
get
heaven do they
James
go
whenever
to?
when
Or what heaven do they not go to?
Well, either you good, like Jesus said.
Because that's like
He
saying-
said, hold on. Jesus said, I'm gonna separate the fish.
Okay.
where's,
The good
the
fish
spirit goeth up like a vapor.
He said
from the bad.
Yeah, the sheep and the goats.
Yeah. And I prepared a place for my people.
Okay.
Did he not say that?
Right. So who is his people?
He decides that, not us.
No. What's written in the Bible?
There's a lot of things written in the Bible by man, but what God is still doing.
Then what are we even?
Jesus is still.
If you quoting Jesus, then you got to go to the Bible. You can't dismiss the Bible. You
is
can't
God
say what man
is
wrote
God
in the
limited
Bible.
to the
You
Bible?
just came and said, do we read the whole Bible?
Yeah,
and
right.
then you just said the Bible is
But I just
written
said
by
what-
men.
So how you gonna?
Do you believe the
I
Bible
do
or
believe
is
the
it
Bible.
written by men?
Hold on.
Which one is it?
Right.
No.
Right.
Let
You
the
gotta
elders-
come
answer
straight
that.
and
Okay, I
stand.
answer. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Because if you've never been to the other side, you're
So
gonna
we gotta
Hold on,
believe
hold
you
on,
because
no,
you
no,
died.
don't believe me. Don't believe
We
me.
gotta put the spirit
No,
aside because of what you saw
no,
when you sat there.
I'm not saying that at all.
Read that in James, man. Like
Just
this is good word.
because y'all haven't been over.
It's the book of
Oh,
James.
my.
Just
He
stay
is
with the-
special nigga, man.
No,
Please.
just listen, brother. I know.
I don't really care about it.
I know
really,
it sounds crazy,
And
know
I don't.
y'all
But I
know-
mean, that you.
But
The scriptures say if a man nor angel come and speak in another thing to rebuke him, I don't give a fuck where you went. I don't care.
It could have been a dream.
It could have been right. You could have been. It could have been dope. It could have been a DMT. I don't know you. Read James.
James 4 and 14.
It doesn't.
Whereas you know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life?
Yeah. So when you die, all spirits go back to the heavenly Father. There's no debating that.
That's right.
All spirits.
And he
that's what we're
decide-
reading.
but he
now,
decides-
now again,
he
like we were
decides
trying
your
to make the
desti-
point
he
of the
decides your
kingdom of
destination.
heaven. There
He
is
decides your
kingdom of
destination.
heaven. That's the knowledge. There's the physical heaven. There's level. There's
Right,
other
right.
heavens.
Other
That's why we were trying to
definitions for
understand
heaven
where
in
are
the
you
Bible.
coming from with this.
Right.
Okay, but we already get where you're coming from.
You're right.
You already
You're right.
you expressed it already. We get where you're coming
But you're
from.
right. There's
Keep
there's
going.
multiple heavens.
It's
because
okay.
God
I'm just
said,
talking
I
the words.
created heavens.
Please keep
Let's
preaching
look-
the Bible.
yeah.
Which is
Whereas you
and
know,
earth. So
whereas you
there's
know
multiple
not
heavens.
what
But
shall
where
be on
he
the
dwells
morrow,
and the Father
for
dwells
what is your
is
life?
different from
Right.
everywhere
It
else.
is even a vapor
Yeah.
that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away.
Yep. So the spirit,
Absolutely.
which all men have,
Yep,
his
absolutely.
favorite. Somebody give me second Ezra 6 and
Reading
9.
from the Old Testament though.
That's
And
James.
But you reading
That
from
was
the Old
James.
Testament. Oh, you said Ezra. You said go to Ezra.
Second Ezra.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, go ahead.
As we said earlier,
All right.
we read from the Old Testament, the
To the
Apocrypha, and the New Testament, and it's the same message.
Well, they was down there at the Old
That's
Testament.
fine.
The old is not negated by the new.
Listen,
Read it.
I'm sorry. I love y'all brothers.
It's
And
okay.
I'm
Keep
appreciative.
reading.
Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 20.
We just
All
gonna keep doing
go,
this what we were doing.
all go
You know,
unto
somebody
one
gotta leave.
place.
Talk to now, right?
Read it again.
All go unto one place. All go unto one place.
Yes, sir.
All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of beast that goeth downward to the earth?
This is not an argument.
Wherefore-
all spirits, when you
He
leave
just
the
said it.
body, all spirits when they leave the body.
He just told you
That's
two
the
different
Bible. We're
definitions.
reading from the
But he
Bible
just
that
told you
types
two
that
definitions.
links up with James.
But he told
The
you
Bible
two
tells you that
destinations.
when you die,
He told
all
you two
spirits leave.
destinations.
What is the other
Say it again.
Read it again.
Say it
Please
again,
read it
brother.
again.
You,
Please
get,
read
you,
it
you
again.
said two
You
different
didn't- hey,
destinations.
hey, but-
You either go up or you go down.
Brother, no.
Beast.
Calm down.
Beast.
You're gonna read it again.
Beast.
You have to do more listening.
You're not
You're not listening.
You're not listening.
It says all.
Hey, you better be careful.
Ecclesiastes
Matter of fact, give me
3.
Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. We can change this whole. Yes,
I'll be
please.
careful.
You
But
might
God
end
told
up.
me to-
You
God
might
told me
end
to
up
stop
going
and
back
ask you
and
one
staying
question.
where you went.
God told me to stop.
You
and
might
ask
end
guys
up. You might
one
end up not
question.
coming back.
It's okay. I'm okay
Read
with
me
that.
Ecclesiastes
I'm
5
okay
and
with
1.
that.
man.
I'm okay. I would lay my
You
life
might,
down
and
for
you say
brother.
that. You got a woman. I'm pretty sure you don't want to leave your woman. I'm pretty sure you got children.
I-
Okay,
listen,
well, let your
God-
every idle
God-
word.
It's not
Every
God-
idle
Jesus-
word.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Read it.
Ecclesiastes 5 verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most
We
High.
invite you. You came over here and interrupted us. And then you all this.
But you said
I done
white
went
people
to
don't
the
go to
fifth
heaven.
dimension.
But you said
We
white people don't
already
go to
see
heaven.
they don't because there's different heavens.
There's different heavens.
There's
So where-
different
so where-
heavens. Give me that
where
in
you
Kings.
going where white people
Give
ain't
me
going?
that in Kings where it
Well,
says
tell
not
me
even
where-
the
tell me
third
in the
king.
Bible where you
Third
going where white people ain't
heaven.
going.
Why you so worried about the
listen.
white man?
Just listen.
Huh?
Why you so worried about the white man?
I'm not. It's about people. It's not about color. It's about
Well,
people.
at the end
Are
of the
white
day,
people in the Bible?
If you're not on this sign, you're not
I'm
going to
white, I'm
have.
black.
No, I'm saying are white people in the Bible in the first place for you to be concerned about them?
It's irrelevant. They got
No, it's very relevant.
got
Are they in
relevant.
Genesis 10?
Is Chinese
Are they
in
in the
Genesis?
table of nations?
Chinese is in
Can we
Genesis?
read Ecclesiastes
Show me where
again
Chinese
one
at
more
in
time?
Genesis.
The one I just read.
Show me where
Fine.
Chinese at in
Let's read-
Genesis.
Ecclesiastes 5 and 1.
Mexicans at are in Genesis.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High.
No.
At 3.
No, 12. And 7.
I'm just telling you, brothers.
Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 7.
We all there. It don't matter what color you are. We all there.
Oh, I was in 3 earlier.
So
It says-
if y'all don't love a white person,
This is the only
black
thing
person,
we need to get.
Mexican,
There is no such thing as black and
Ethiopian.
white.
Yeah, just tune in though.
Jesus is love.
Ecclesiastes
Jesus is
12
love, though. How could you,
and
how
verse
could you not
7.
preach love?
Then
Hold on,
shall
hold
the
on.
dust return to the earth
You know,
as
if you
it
were
was,
confident in what you're saying, you
and the
wouldn't be acting the way
Spirit
you
shall
were.
return unto the Most High
Hold on, read it again.
who
read
gave it.
Read it again.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 7.
Uh-huh.
Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was,
We all dust. We all go to the earth. Go ahead.
and the Spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it.
And the
Yep.
spirit goes back to God who gave it.
And what happens then?
Right? And that's where spirits go.
That's what happens.
That's it. Does it say
There's no
anything
judgment.
about hell?
There's no.
Does it say anything
There's
about
no
hell?
life review.
Oh yeah, let me go to
There's no.
Does it say about
Oh,
hell?
but you laughing? But I'm
Does
telling
it
you
say
some
about
real shit.
forever? Does it say now? A spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does a spirit? Can you kill a spirit?
No, spirit doesn't die. You have a destination. You either go to Hades or you go to heaven.
Okay, now
Ain't no
Hades.
other- ain't no
Okay,
other
you
place.
mentioned Hades. Hades, is that a Hebrew? Because you mentioned Hebrew. Is that a Hebrew concept or a Greek concept?
It doesn't matter.
Is that a
That's
Hebrew
irrelevant,
concept?
brother.
Is Hades?
That's irrelevant.
Is
It's
Hades
Greek
a Greek
mythology, you don't
concept
understand.
It don't
or a
matter.
Hebrew
Even
concept?
Jesus.
Who's the
Where did Jesus go?
Who's the Lord
Hold
of
on,
the
hold on,
underworld
hold
in
on.
Greek mythology?
Jesus.
Who's the Lord of the underworld
Jesus.
in Greek mythology?
Jesus.
You can't reason with people like this. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Read
Yeah.
the
I can't
scripture.
reason, but hold on. Where did Jesus go?
Ecclesiastes
We gave you two,
3.
what is it, two admonishments.
So you can't.
Two.
So if there's no hell,
Please
then where
read-
did Jesus
read.
say?
Give you a
Hold on,
chance.
you read.
Ecclesiastes
All right,
3
cool.
and-
Let's read from the Bible then, y'all. Hold
got
on,
a Bible?
read from the Bible. Let's read from the Bible.
Read,
then.
brother.
Yeah.
Read,
Since I'm wrong-
read.
since I'm wrong, let's read from the Bible.
Ecclesiastes
So I'm gonna read. I'm
verse
gonna tell
3
you where Jesus was at when he left the
and
cross.
verse
after he was
16.
crucified.
And
For 3 days.
moreover,
Oh yeah.
I
You
saw
wanna-
under the
you wanna talk about
sun
where Jesus was
the
at,
place
though,
of
do you?
judgment that
You wanna
wickedness
talk
was
where
there,
Jesus was at?
and the
Jesus
place of
went to hell.
righteousness that
Jesus said
iniquity was
He
there.
descended into
I said in mine heart, the Most High shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work.
Read it again.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment
Under
that
the sun.
wickedness was there.
Under the sun. I'm looking up at the sun, so obviously I'm under the sun.
Have you guys ever heard of
There's
Abraham's
a place
bosom?
of judgment.
Have y'all
We're
ever heard of
dealing with one
Abraham's
scripture.
bosom? Y'all should
We-
have.
we're dealing with one
Y'all read
scripture
from
right
the
now.
y'all read from the Old Testament, so you should know what
We
Abraham's
know
bosom
that, but
is.
we're dealing with this
Right, you know
one.
what
You
Abraham's
got
bosom
you
is,
have
right?
your chance.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Okay.
and the place of righteousness,
No doubt.
that iniquity was there.
So under the sun, there's a place where wickedness occurs.
Absolutely.
And there's a place where righteousness occurs.
Absolutely.
You know what that place is called? That's under the sun.
You tell me.
I'm asking you a question. Under the
can't tell?
sun,
You tell me.
Is there a place where there's righteousness and there's wickedness? Can you answer
I've
that
never
question?
been. I've never been taught where a place under the sun held righteousness and wickedness.
Think about the third rock from the sun. What's the third rock?
I haven't been taught
man say,
and even if that's true,
hey, boy, with that, man,
Even if
out the
that's-
mud,
hold on.
hey, out the mud.
Hold on. Even if that's
Hey, let's get out of here. So with that,
even if that's true,
go give all
brothers.
the
Even if
glory
that's true,
and honor
brothers.
to
No sense, man.
Yahweh, Bashem,
If all make no sense,
Yahushua.
then this is what Jesus said in the Bible.
Yes, sir.
This is what